Alright, we're recording now because nothing ever works. Anyway, hi, we just had a whole joke about Micah being blind and walking around and pickpocketing and accidentally killing people. Anyway, so,
pickpocketing people's lives.
Yeah, so we found Miranda and killed her.
Yep.
And everyone had to reroll new characters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going great.
Yeah. Because the only way to kill Miranda was to, kill ourselves.
Yeah. It turns out that she had 4 Horcruxes.
It was the whole Voldemort situation.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. She decided to have an absolute random guy off the street and then another random drow to just to, like, diversify her portfolio.
She's not racist.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, the D&D's.
And we found out in the end, the entire time,
it was just all everyone is.
What was your boss's name?
No one is.
Vincent.
Yeah, this is just a giant dream by Vincent.
Yeah.
Also, he's not my boss. He's my handler.
Yes.
It's different.
He's not the person I signed my contract with. Right.
So, anywho,
anyways,
back to reality.
Reality.
So
we're in the nice part of town.
We're in the nice part of town.
Nice part of town.
Because the guard is leading us to
Fahir's
house.
It's a nice part of town? A house.
Yeah, it's a house in a nice part of town.
Nice house.
Anyway, so, you guys go up to the door, and Fahir knocks rather aggressively.
I want the other Fahir to open the door. Be like, sorry, no solicitors.
Sacre.
So anyway, and a servant opens the door, is like, hello sir, I'm sorry, you just look just like, you look just like my boss. Who are you? I didn't hire you. I mean, I'm relatively new working here, but Fahir's been keeping, is this your brother?
We're having an issue here with multiple versions of the same character. If you wouldn't mind taking us to this Fahir to get this sorted out.
Of course. Here, let me, just... He sees, like, the guards with you, and he's like, right this way. I just saw him in his study. Maybe we should be a little quiet, like, walking in.
Does anyone have, like, you have a disguise? Or does that only work on you? The spell. Disguise.
The spell? Yeah, the spell only works on me.
That's why it's called disguise.
Self.
Yeah.
Seeming, I believe you can use on multiple people.
Yeah.
I was thinking I might be able to disguise Fahir.
Why?
Just to see what happens. Because if he walks in and they see each other, well, obviously we're probably...
Then they both die!
Yes.
Shoot!
It's like that time travel paradox. You don't want to see yourself from the past or the future.
So,
I know.
you guys go up, and the servant goes towards this large... It's not ornately carved, but it is an embellished oak door leading to what appears to be a study. And he opens it, and it looks like the study's been ransacked. There's a painting that's been kind of thrown onto the floor, and behind the painting is a small safe that's been left open.
Like this when you left it.
No, he was in here just... He runs over, he does a window, which has a view of the street from down below.
Entirely.
He must have seen you coming up and bolted.
It's very underwhelming.
Well, Fahir, it seems like you're...
It's not running the proof of guilt.
Seems like you're clear.
Should we chase him?
Well, we don't know what he looks like, or even if he is a he.
That's true. We shouldn't assume things.
So the servant's standing there
His
like...
head pops over the windowsill. Did you just assume my gender?
So the servant's standing there, so if you didn't hire me, do I still work for you? I just...
It's really not important right now.
It is to me, but okay.
Your problems don't matter to us.
That's hurtful, but alright.
Well, I feel like we can leave this in the capable hands of this town's guards, investigators, people in authority.
However, for here, you might want to keep a guard near you.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Excuse, sir.
Don't
If you would just, he's talking to the guard at the moment. If you would just, stand guard for a moment while I change to something more suitable, and, I'd be happy, of course, to pay for any, efforts of posting a guard here for the time being. I'm assuming he didn't wipe everything, and he walks over to another book, he pulls out a book, opens it, and it reveals that a large section has been cut out, and it's actually got, like, some
Oh,
money
it's
in
one
there.
of those things.
I was hoping he would open it up and then crawl inside. Like, there's the real vault.
The girl's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, obviously you do know this house, so he's scared off the other, what?
The false version.
I'll summon another guard, he'll go talk to my superior, and we'll check this out.
Don't
Guys, like,
trust
this town has
anybody.
gotten so weird.
We should question
Who
the
are
servant
you?
to see if he has seen
Can they
Captain
tell who
Miranda
I am? Because I'm
anywhere
very much
here.
like trying to hide from the light, so I could just be a
Would you like
mysterious
to do
voice
that?
in the hood.
I would love to.
I just don't know.
Since apparently I'm the
Oh,
only one who can talk to
let me-
people.
I can!
What could I roll for that?
The only one
No
who
one
should talk to
wants me to!
I guess I could roll a stealth.
Sure, roll a casual stealth.
I'm hiding from the light. I'm stealthing from the light. That is an 18.
The sun still sees you on all of its hate, but you're relatively hidden from the guy. He just sees you like, noted. Oh, I'll just.
Pulls out knife. Don't trust.
I said not to trust anyone!
So,
Excuse me. I'm talking to the servant who brought us in.
yeah.
Have you perchance seen anyone resembling describe Captain Miranda hanging around the premises, perhaps with your master, or who you thought was your master?
Let me roll a thing. Well, he did meet with a few people, that I never really got to see much of. I was busy with other matters, but, there was. Do you know how tall she was?
Do I know how tall she is?
You probably got like a general description of her height.
Yeah, then I'll give you a general description of her height. She was about yay tall.
5
Weighed about-
something.
Some number of stones.
Wait, stone.
Well, there was a,
She
he
was
did meet with a hooded, slim individual, a bit taller than that, but I don't know, maybe she was just wearing like, formless clothing and heels? Or could be, I don't know. Wore a hood, never saw the person's face. I really couldn't tell you if it was a male or a female because, big cloak and stuff. But definitely slim build. Bit taller than that, but again, heels or platforms could have been used.
two gnomes.
Why does he know this much about shoes?
Well, look, there's only so many ways you can get taller. Is what I'm saying. And shoes are the easiest way to do it.
He has a point. Neck extensions.
So do stilettos.
Maybe they were just testing levitate.
Maybe it was
Just
just
taller.
a couple of gnomes stacked on top of each other.
Exactly.
And a trench coat.
That is a D&D character right there. 3 people playing a couple gnomes, except one person does all the talking.
Actually, I saw somebody on Reddit did that, and depending on what order they were stacked in, altered their stats. So, like, their middle was their attack stats. Their top was all their social stats.
Mhm.
And their bottom was, like, their strength and storage stats and stuff. Anyway.
Anyway. Well,
That was a wealth of information.
yes. The fountain. Well. Then we could probably safely assume that if they haven't already been pillaged, then for here's other residences are either in imminent or past danger of being ransacked as well. Where did you say those were again?
He comes back a few minutes later, dressed in some fine clothes, but ready for a bit more travel. I wrote it down here somewhere. Yes. Well, I have a bank vault in Mount Montaho, and I have a warehouse in Logoville.
Ah, that was the other one.
Chances are the one here is done already. If he's running, he's not going to stay. Legoville. Let's go there. I'm going to go there first.
Wait, what was in Legoville?
Logo.
Huh?
What was in Logoville?
He has a warehouse in Logoville.
Warehouse.
And he has a bank vault in Montaho. He has a warehouse in Logoville, and he has a share of a warehouse here.
Oh, he has a warehouse here.
He has a share of a warehouse.
Share of a warehouse.
Should we
Who
check
has
that?
the other shares?
Let's see. There was a part that was formerly owned by Sioux Trading Company, but that was bought out by Reconto Trading. We have another one which belongs to the chick who ran the party that like a year ago. That I can't remember her name.
Oh, wait, I wrote her name down.
Oh, good, you did.
I think so, because Spriggan liked her, I think. So it'll be with this. Yes, I remember. She has a mustache. Yes. Beryl Moreau.
Farrell Moreau.
Beryl Moreau.
Barrel.
Ah, yes.
With a fancy mustache twirl. Like so.
Nice.
I feel like there's someone. Yes. Stop it.
It's a here, Goldie boy.
Yup.
Thank you, because that's been killing me. I'm like, what was her name?
Yes.
Anyway.
Beryl Moreau.
Moreau, Fahir, and the faceless organization of Reconto Trading own shares in this warehouse. Yeah. And since the three of them work together, oftentimes, they just share the warehouse.
Is it worth checking out or?
Well, I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Could be clues.
Yes, there could be blue paw prints everywhere.
Clues.
Alright.
Find another bar. That's the second.
So you guys head over to the warehouse?
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the here joining?
Yes, because he has keys to the door.
Oh, we don't need
I
to
mean,
break in. We have keys.
Oh.
Rose,
Does anyone have knock?
This is a legitimate investigation.
calm down, Rose. It's fine.
Come on.
You don't have to break the law to break the law.
Whenever we get into like a lockpicking thing, I just remember the first time I was playing a rogue in Chauncey's game, and you and Chauncey were arguing about getting the loot in a box that was still locked. I'm
Yes!
like, I want to pick the lock!
Yes!
And Chauncey uses his laser whip to just cut it. I'm like, dude! Why give me thieves' tools if I never use them? There's a locked door.
remember
I
that.
want to pick the lock! Alright, I'm getting loot on the other side. No, I'm getting loot on the other side. Guys, you can both argue about the loot. I want to open the door. Chauncey says, okay, I laser whip it open. No!
I remember that.
He was also the DM of that game.
That was
so.
awful.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Current campaign.
You guys head
Superior campaign.
to the
Warehouse district.
warehouse, and you find yourself in front of there's a rather large door. There's a smaller like portcullis that goes all the way into the water, for like smaller vessels to sail into and then unload ships. So not like the ship you sailed in on, even though it's a relatively small ship, would still be probably a bit too large to get in here. But
Wait, ship that we sailed to the island with, or ship that
Billman's
we
ship.
sailed? Okay.
he has a relatively small ship that's still probably a little too large to get in here. This is more for like loading, unloading barges type of thing. And then there's a large door for like a wagon, and then there's a smaller door which we hear unlocks for people.
People. People.
No longer in the sun.
You're now inside, nice and shady. As he opens it up, You see that there are some signs of things being moved in a bit of a hurry, and there is actually an box that's tumbled over, and spices have been spilled out. Fear looks at those. Oh, those are expensive. Because we're like sweeping them back in. Oh no.
Is there anyone in the warehouse, like workers, not?
None that you see at the moment.
Okay.
Is there a bell we can ring to summon them?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I get to roll.
First roll tonight.
I had to make sure that was
That's not
a
Did you
me.
do
It's
your,
not
did you do
even
your
nothing.
early rolls of the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering.
I'm enthusiastic today.
Well, I meant for the numbers you get to switch out.
Yeah, I already did that. What'd you say? Investigation?
Yeah.
11.
11. You look around for like a help thing. You're looking around, and you see like there's like a desk that might have like a person. As you walk over there, you trip over something, and look down and realize that, oh, it's the dock manager. He is dead.
That's okay.
Guys, I found a dead body.
I'd like to come over and investigate.
I would like to come over and speak with it.
I was about to
That's
say.
a good idea. I was gonna be like,
Cyrus!
I want to roll to find out how recent this death. No, we got a guy who can just
How
talk.
decomposed does he look?
Not at all.
So I'm guessing
Like,
the
is the
blood
blood
is.
fresh?
It's still oozing even.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Silas!
So today.
So,
I
I was
Hold
going
on.
to cast a spell, but I think
I'd like to see
whoever
if he's-
killed him is still on the premises.
I'd like to see if he is even actually dead or only died.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can
Is
check.
he
Make a
only
medicine
mostly
check.
dead?
This is not going to be great, but that is a 12.
12.
Ah.
You check your pulse. You try a few chest compressions. He is quite dead, but still warm to the touch.
Does he have like a list manifest type deal?
He does, yes.
Okay, I would like to look
Is
at
it
that.
intact?
There is a
Who's
torn
good at
sheet
looking?
off of it.
Dang it.
God.
That's
But
probably the most recent one.
it's today's sheet. Although it's not ripped off all the way, it's only half ripped off.
What does it say?
Basically, taking tally of some recent shipments coming in, being a relative large boom of ships now that the Kraken's dead. And then some outgoing ships. You see the Macabre is a ship that recently has
Was
left.
the door actually locked when we came in, or did Fear just assume it was locked and unlock it?
That's a great question. And I'm gonna see if here noticed anything.
Well, I mean, now that the dead body's here,
He notices nothing.
he knows.
Because I rolled a 1.
He's an idiot.
Either it was locked or it wasn't locked, and he doesn't know anymore.
Did he close the door behind him and lock it?
He did not.
He did not lock it.
He didn't know.
Rogues.
I'm gonna
Rogues.
run back to the
Go
door.
do
Rogue.
rogue.
Do
And
your roguey thing.
I'm just,
I don't know. I'm gonna listen for footsteps, like trying to leave or something.
Perception check, and you're running to the door to close it.
I'm gonna run quietly to the door.
Alright, make a stealth check.
That is a 29.
I got a.
Wow.
I get a plus 11 to stealth.
That's just not fair.
I got a 24.
Rogues.
Yours is
Come
perception?
on, man.
Yeah, perception. 24.
We get such high bonuses to things. I'm over here like, I got a +3.
And when I get to the door, I am going to. Can I lock it from my side, or do I need a key to lock it?
There's like a bar you could bar.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bar it. But while I'm stealthily closing and barring, I would like
We
to
should
look.
split up.
I would like to look
It's too late.
outside to see if I can see
Where are you?
with my. Well, I
I'm
guess
still here
I
with
have
the
a
body.
disadvantage roll in perception
Same.
for that.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
but
looking
go
at
So
for
the
now
it.
we know we haven't been replaced.
Yes. You are
that
still
one,
you.
I see
If you
nothing.
were not
Okay.
you would
You're
not
looking
have
out
Bertram.
I can't
The
go
window?
through anything.
Bertram, I was gonna
Pull
send
out
you
the
hours.
sword before I close
Bertram
it.
stay.
I'm gonna close it and bar it.
Actually, I can still send Bertram.
Okay.
out 'cause I can see through them,
As
so I would
as
know.
you're there at the moment, looking out the door, what's your stealth check?
My stealth was 29.
Okay. As you're looking out the door, looking, you keeping your ear out, you hear ever so slightly.
Someone still here?
I know
The
that.
door's
The
barred.
dead body
The door's
knows
barred.
that.
What's your armor class?
My armor class?
Oh no.
It is a 16.
Okay. I need to look up how sneak attack works with an improvised weapon. I think it doesn't.
It does not, because it has to be a finesse or ranged weapon.
Cool, because she's going to slam the door on your head.
Oh.
She slammed the door.
Miranda.
Wait, which door?
The door that you're currently looking out,
It's bomb.
as you're squinting, this person's
It's
running out and
bomb.
gonna
Turn down.
slam the door on
Oh
your
yeah,
head.
we didn't talk about bringing the NPC. We didn't talk about bringing.
I just assumed
okay.
the audience
Did
was
it actually?
She's like Amy. We're just gonna forget
Which
about
one
her
was?
everywhere we go.
What armor class?
Except for what
16.
I need.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I yell as it hits me?
I heard it, so I'm running towards where
Sure.
it's happening.
I'm yelling.
You
guys
take 2
How
points of
quite
bludgeoning
gross.
damage,
2 points.
What, did you see a mouse trap?
and you hear much louder than you're and then pushing past you and running forward.
I can't see.
You're bolting out the door is a figure, a tallish figure in a cloak.
Can I chase them as best I can?
You may certainly try. Yes.
Ooh, are we going
Do I
to use
have
the
to-
chase rules from the DMG?
What?
Yes, and I haven't used these in
What are the
so
chase
long
rules?
time.
There's
So
chase rules. We roll initiative and everything.
hang
Yes!
on. Let me get the chase music going on first.
We're all running after.
Oh.
Should we roll initiative then?
I
Do we
suppose.
make-
I mean,
Hang on.
They're
Let
rogues,
me get the
they'll
DMG
need-
out.
no.
Rogues
these
are gonna
ones
be
actually
miles
use the
ahead of
dash.
us.
I know, but they're gonna need muscles and magic.
I have both
Magic.
of those.
Yeah, but
I have magic missile. That's all I need.
And I have regular missiles.
Haven't used it yet, but that's okay.
I have magic.
Magic missile?
What?
Yeah, you use magic missile?
There hasn't been a situation
I
where
don't
I'm
think
like,
you've
yeah,
cast a spell yet.
Huh?
I think I might have used.
Oh no, wait. I think
Firebolt
you, yeah, I
once?
think you can use Firebolt once, and it went
Ah.
horribly wrong.
This is why I play
It's
spell
also
Oh,
the
dang. There's
Yeah, I used it
poisons
one
in,
time.
in this
And ever
section
since
here.
then, I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
no, I'm good.
I saw that. I want it.
I need to set other additional things. Okay.
I'm just going to roll.
I only have disadvantage on attack rolls and perception checks.
And it's only if you or your target is in complete sunlight.
So I can do everything else without disadvantage.
Perfect.
Other than see them and
Yes.
attack them.
Basically, perception and attacks is the only thing. And it's only if they or you are in complete sunlight.
Which
So if you're in dim light or darkness, you're fine. Or like it's like direct sunlight.
So if you're inside somewhere, you're fine.
well,
Yeah.
she just ran out.
She ran out to the sunlight, yeah.
Yep. Let's look at the rules as written.
We should have stopped for sunglasses.
I
She already
said
gone.
we should go to
I was
Agatha's.
joking,
And
though.
everybody else was like, no, we're not going to Agatha's. I'm like, okay,
Alright,
fine.
who all is in the chase?
I am. I
You
think
are-
we're all in the chase.
We are
You're
all,
all in
except
chase.
we are behind
I'm the
because we were...
closest. He's probably the next closest, and then you two are probably together.
Bonnie's here too.
Until you like.
Right,
And
Bonnie
Fahir,
is,
but I don't think Fahir's
Bonnie
chasing.
is auto
Fahir's
Same
not
Bertram,
chasing.
because I can't see.
I
Alright.
don't see how Bertram can help you.
That
So-
way you can keep track of him.
Okay.
I'm going to lose her.
I don't think
Guys?
Bertram's any faster.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you can dash a number of times equal to 3 plus your con mod. Okay.
Yes.
Dumb God.
The creature in front is going to dash and is bolting towards the docks.
Does our cunning action affect anything?
You can dash as a free action right now, basically. So
So
you
it
know.
happens when
I
you
guess-
dump con.
Dumping con is bad for chase scenes.
And armor.
Okay,
And
roll
other
initiative,
things.
please.
Do I not have that?
You know,
That
not
is
dying.
an 18 to initiative.
Oh, that's terrible.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Did you re-roll it?
No, Bertram.
Oh,
has
yeah,
initiative.
I swore I had a whole person. I guess not.
17.
So how far away are they from you right now?
They're currently about 30-ish feet away.
Oh wow, they got far.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say 3 times your con mod?
3
Three plus.
your
Plus.
con.
3 times plus your con mod. I think is
So
what I
it's
said.
3 times. Wait.
So,
You
So,
can dash 3,
3 plus con.
your con. Okay.
so I can dash 4 times it. So
What's yours? What's your initiative?
Wait, is
Uh,
that
Those are
in a?
the-
Is
So I
that
can
what?
dash 5
Natural
times.
20? Is that
Most
in a
of the
single
That'd be my
turn?
movement speed.
Oh,
Is that in a
So
single
so-
you'd
turn?
be moving 60 feet
5
Alright,
times.
24
In a
then.
single turn or throughout the entire chase?
throughout the entire chase.
Oh, okay.
What's your initiative?
It was 18.
So it's just like normal, you can only, you know.
I can't dash the entire chase.
Initiative?
17.
Initiative?
I had 5, Bertram had 8.
It's not like
Alright.
I can
no.
Yeah.
See,
3 times.
Alright, so
more
first
than
up is Louis.
Okay,
Why?
yep. I'm just
Get him!
yeah. But
How
I'm
far
s-
behind me is
I'm gonna say like you guys are kind of looking at the body at the moment. That's about like 30 feet into the thing.
Ooh.
So you're 60 feet behind the target.
So yeah, bonus action I'm dashing towards her, and that's all I can do. Yeah.
Okay.
We maybe
You
like start
run up
track
and
of,
you
like, how
are-
many times we can dash.
You are right behind the person.
The individual.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Oh, I'm right behind
tally
you?
mark off. Yeah, you're kind of right behind him. Go ahead and tally mark off one of your however many dashes you have at the moment.
I have 5, and now I have 4.
Okay.
So I have an action still, right?
Yes, you can make an attack
Okay.
or an action.
Well,
Yeah.
6.
Second.
Ooh! That's because you kind of need that con though, right? Yeah.
I'm also still injured from our whole ordeal of getting out of the Underdark.
Oh yeah.
I might consider this a chase complication, which has its own thing going on.
Chase complication.
I
Why?
am
Torn rotator cuff.
okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm casting Charm Person,
Oh, nice.
Okay.
and they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. At advantage if we're fighting.
Okay.
And if we're not fighting.
It's a what save?
Wisdom save.
Okay, that is an 18.
Yeah.
The save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aww. That
All
would've
right.
been nice.
It is now Ao's turn.
Ew.
Alrighty. I'm going to use. So if I bonus action dash, I get double my movement speed, correct?
Right.
How far behind am I?
You can catch up in this turn, definitely.
Because you said I'm 30 feet.
About 30 feet, yeah.
Insert face from the group chat.
So I'm going to. I get 35 feet of movement.
Cool.
So
How do you get 35?
I don't know. I have 35.
Because Wood Elves have 35. I thought Dark Elves just have 30.
My bad.
Dose should just have 30. I don't know where that extra 5 feet of movement is coming from.
I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe he has really
Is it a
long
rogue
arms.
thing?
Do you have the feet?
What kind of rogue are you?
Swashbuckler.
It's not a rogue thing.
Oh, I don't know what happened. This is an old character sheet I repurposed.
Oh.
I bet I just.
Got it. So yeah, you have 30 feet.
I was hoping I could get ahead of this person. That's fine.
You can catch up to them though.
30 feet.
I mean, you still have bonus action dash and get in front of them.
Yeah, you can get in front
True,
of
but
them.
I don't want to use my bonus action dash.
Why?
What's the bonus action stab?
Hmm?
Is it because he wants the bonus action stab?
Then do that. And then sneak attack.
I can't just bonus action attack, can I? I have to.
No, you have to attack first.
Which means you need to reduce your movement first.
I mean, he can throw daggers. That is
Are you
true.
using the
How?
spell?
Yes,
And
I
you
want
might not be
to.
able to find
Why?
How much in the open?
Why is the rogue spellcasting?
You guys are currently in the middle of an open street.
It's
pretty much.
complete.
All
like,
of us can
how
spell
far
cast
on either side is the
screen.
street?
I'm gonna say it was about 20 feet on either side.
It's like a complete opposite of.
It's like a 40-foot
Last
across walkway,
Yeah.
basically. Not walkway,
Perfect.
but like
Perfect.
Silver Fractal.
I'm going to, because you are behind, correct? You are behind, kind of right
Yeah.
behind.
Your
Yeah.
character?
I'm going to dash
No,
Okay.
Grady.
past
Oh, yeah.
them,
Okay.
I forget.
and I'm going to cast darkness
All right.
Stick to me now.
in such a position that they are in darkness, but he is not,
Okay.
and it spreads out. And the way it spread out, it wouldn't
he's putting that in
it wouldn't
darkness.
stretch to the sides of the street. So there are actually gaps of light.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Is it like a sphere of darkness?
It is a 15-foot radius, and you said it was 40 feet across.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm casting it in such a way where our target is in the darkness. He is
Okay.
not. And it stretches in such a way I can see if they dash out the darkness a certain direction.
Okay.
And I just one dash.
No, you just need a spell that also spins people around, so,
So-
they won't know which direction they're facing.
They can't see even if they have dark vision.
Got it.
And non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Ah, but they could see
Okay.
if they had devil's
So they
sight.
need magical light or some other way to see.
Like the devil's sight that would choose location.
Does that really work?
Yeah, because it says you can see through darkness and non-magical darkness. Magical and non-magical darkness.
Okay, dashing forward, I need to roll a d20.
D20.
Yep.
13 plus anything?
13. Okay. No, there's no complication. Oh, I get it now. Okay, I understand this works now. I should have had you roll that. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
But they are in darkness by
They
the
are
way.
currently in darkness.
So if they run forward, they
At
could
this
fall.
moment,
They could run
realize.
right into me.
Yeah, Nilo, you're up.
Nyla,
What?
you're up.
Okay,
You are.
I'm still
You are
inside.
60 feet behind the target,
So I would like to.
who is in darkness.
Right. I don't know that though.
Well,
We
you'll
were
get out there
inside
and
with the
see.
dead body and the other people.
Okay, so I
We're
would
not
like
dead.
to use my movement, I guess, to get out the door.
Okay.
And now I'm looking at a darkness bubble.
About
In the
30 feet
middle
out.
of the street, but you
That
can see
Our
to
target
either
is
side.
somehow inside.
He's literally right in front of it.
I don't know what to do.
When
Can't
in
hit
doubt,
her when
fireball.
she's. I don't have that.
Ooh,
I have magic missile, but I can't see her.
Ah, it's probably too late. Can you cast?
What are you doing? It's my turn.
It's too late.
Next turn.
Your hand left the card.
I know, but it doesn't.
He's in front
Could
of
I
it.
cast darkness on something that someone else is holding or wearing?
It's an AoE thing. It's not.
Because it says I can choose an object,
Oh, then yeah, it would.
but it also
Like a fixed point.
and it does say it can't be worn or carried,
Yeah.
Then yeah. No,
Then yeah.
it-
unless I was holding it or something. So I couldn't cast it on someone else and make a save sort of thing. That's a bummer. 'Cause that would have been useful. It's like you are now in the center of darkness. That moves with you.
What you could do is save your action for when somebody shoots an arrow, cast it on the arrow, then if it hits them.
Only problem is I can only cast this once per long rest.
See, it
Okay.
would be so cool because then
I
you
need
have
help
this
with the
darkness arrow that
orientation
hits
of
somebody
this.
and they're just
And
walking.
where are
through the
you
dark.
standing?
So-
If Louis right in front of it, so
I'm
I'm
gonna use
looking.
this, and I'm gonna use my dice. So, Louis.
Yeah.
I am 30 feet past Louis.
The darkness bubble.
Darkness bubble is centered here, and our target is here. So you were probably about here. You are still right in front of the target.
Yep.
I would like
But darkness bubble is.
to use the rest of my. I would like to dash, and then I'm
But I
gonna
would
go
do-
up to here.
Wait, what again? Yeah, actually.
So we'll use this as a makeshift darkness bubble. Just imagine it's
I will be here.
15-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about that.
Alright, so just end there.
Yes.
This, if you want to
Can
see our
I-
makeshifts, this is
Sure,
the
go for
darkness
it.
bubble, our
I
target,
can hold an
Gotcha.
action, right? Okay.
Louis, me,
If
and
you
then,
hold your action, you have to say what you're
but it's a
holding your action
it's a
for.
sphere.
Until I can see her.
And what are you going to do when you see her?
Attack her.
Alright, so you are holding your action to attack her.
With
That's
what?
I'm doing. My sword.
Your sword. Okay.
Which is out now. As is my shield.
Alright.
All of a sudden, it's like in Skyrim when you're going through, you
You're at
pause
the
the
end of
game.
your
I
turn.
want you to roll a d20.
Why?
Complications.
Really?
Very interesting.
What is it?
14.
14. Nothing. Alright.
I'm guessing
Is
it's like
currently
under attack.
the person in Shadow's turn.
See in any direction.
4 question marks.
Okay.
3 to 4 question marks.
This person is going to
I just like the idea. This person runs out, I dash by them, and then poof, darkness.
Okay, this person is going to take a dash
Opportunity attack?
and is
You
going to
can't
bolt
see them, unfortunately.
forward through the darkness.
No disadvantage because she can't see.
They don't have disadvantage on anything because currently they're running.
But they can't
Uh,
see, right?
I mean,
There's
they know
still
which
a
direction.
street.
They're still staying.
They still
Facing
know
the same
there's a
direction
street
that
right
they
behind
are.
them.
Have you ever tried running in pitch black?
It's
Where you literally, it's like you're literally running blind.
Well,
Even if the direction you're going is correct, you can still fall.
they got 26 to acrobatics to not
Oh.
trip too, so
it'll be fine.
Anyway.
You just
burst through.
Okay.
So, I mean, now on the other side of the darkness, you can I guess throw your sword down here if you want.
Except she can't see through the
except
darkness.
I
Oh,
can't see because
yeah.
it's around this
You're
way.
still waiting for that person to
So I'm
duck
still
out
like-
if ready. And so it's gonna move 60 feet. So whirs past you.
This would be 30 feet. And I was about 30 feet past.
Yeah.
So she's like right up next.
Right up with you, next to you.
Stab
But
her!
that was a dash. I don't
And-
think I get an opportunity attack from that.
No, because it's just
She
entered
has-
and
you're
not
not a
connected.
sentinel.
It's going to take an attack at you.
Ah!
Ha!
That is a 25
Ah!
to hit.
That hits.
Alright, and it's just the two of you.
Aww!
How sweet. So
We're
that,
both swashbucklers, aren't we?
7 piercing damage, and I need 66.
Oh, I have lots of d6s.
Ah!
Everything is fine.
Here's 4 more.
Use
Awesome.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I need 2 more d6.
And here's another one.
I need 1 more d6.
And take her as well.
Take her.
I need someone to help me with math in a minute. 2, 3,
Oh, I need to make a concentration save too.
1, 2,
8,
5,
13,
2, 3.
Oh, save damage.
18.
Okay. Also, the darkness bubbles no.
You see this
Oh.
person
I can see
Yes.
her now!
Oh, wait.
18?
in front of you. Yes.
You can see. You can see. You can see.
I'm gonna roll for a complication. Okay.
Haha! I can see now.
Ah. Okay.
Fine, take the d6s.
Where'd my other D6?
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. No complication happens. Anyway, you have been quick stabbed.
Yes, I have.
You've been stabbed good.
Alright. That is this person's turn. After this person, it is Bertram.
Oh, the bat.
Yeah. Bertram
Guys, we're doing a chase.
Yay!
is actually just going to
It never
use his
happens.
action to help me.
Okay.
I don't know how he's helping me, but he is.
Roll a complication. I'm kidding. Alright. So Silas,
Oh, I had uncanny dodge. I forgot.
You gotta remember your rogue things.
Anyway, so I'm going to move 30 feet
you're up. Okay.
out of the building. And now I can see her. I'm a shooter with a flex.
Alright. Make an attack roll.
I make 2 attack rolls, but one of them is advantage.
Make
Somehow.
2 attack rolls.
Bertram's helping. I think he's just acting as like my sights along my finger, so I can aim better.
Okay.
That's what I'm imagining. Just like using like my thumb in his ears. Anyway, so that first one was a 17.
17 to hit.
Yes.
Just hits.
And the second one is not that. So I'm assuming it misses as a 13.
Oh, yeah, that one misses.
So, 1 point of force damage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother to uncanny dodge that.
Ah, thank you.
Forgot that would have been really good.
Oh.
Dink.
It's like a hair just gets whiffed. Ow! Ow! Okay, that is, alright.
If it's Captain Miranda, I need her alive.
Louis, you're up.
Yeah.
I don't have any healers.
We do
I'm a
not.
healer.
You can heal yourself. I should have snagged some
That's
of those
not true.
potions.
Apparently, health potions heal max.
I know. I should have grabbed some.
That's nice.
I am.
Don't worry, just get over here and I'll just make sure you don't die. That's about the best I can do.
He'll talk to you after you die, though.
I'm going to.
What do you
Tell
want us
me,
to do with your...
How does it feel?
I'm drawing my hand crossbow and I'm shooting at the target.
Okay, make your shot.
That's the shield.
That's 19.
Alright. Going to use Defensive Duelist and bump armor class up. So, person takes a rapier and
Isn't that only for a melee attack?
I'll double check.
Oh no.
I'm almost positive it isn't only a melee attack.
That sounds like monk stuff.
Oh, cool, you're looking at the
Yeah. I'll look it up because that doesn't sound right. Yeah, when another creature hits you with a melee attack.
Yeah, alright, gotcha. Cool. Never mind. uses uncanny dodge, is what I meant to say.
To reduce damage.
Yeah, so 1d8. And
Because you do have sneak attack.
yeah. 20 points of damage.
Nice. Then it's halved to 10 because uncanny dodge. Cool. All right. That is. Anything else you're doing with your turn, Louis? Are you continuing to run?
Yes, bonus action dashing towards the target.
Okay. Just take off another of your dashes you can do.
Or wait, how far away was
Can
I?
you sneak attack? That's a small in the sunlight. Because I have disadvantage.
That's
Sad.
Just
unfortunate.
can't,
This is
you
lame.
can't sneak attack, period.
Oh no.
I could sneak it. No, even if I was in the darkness, I have disadvantage if they were light.
This is what happens when you go to the edgy.
Well, you know, when you create a character in the Underdark and then you come to the surface, there's gonna be downsides.
Yeah.
And I am going to Agatha's after this, if I survive, and find me some sunglasses.
If I live through this,
You don't know
guys,
where Agatha's is. You don't know Agatha exists.
No, I'm going to ask someone.
I
There's
know
some
where
way
she
of
is.
shielding my eyes. Closing them.
So just how far away was I from the target?
Um,
You were 30 feet.
You were 30. They ran,
So-
so you're currently at 60. Right?
I'm
No,
not.
he's only 30 feet
No, he
away.
was right up.
And I'm not going to dash.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Just
Got
a
it.
regular
Because
movement moving
if
up
they
the
went
target.
more than 30 feet, they would have dashed past me. But they didn't.
Right. Okay. They got to you.
Yes.
So they are 60 feet away.
Yeah, they are. No, because they went here.
Oh, yeah,
30
it's
to
60.
darkness.
You're right. It's a
Then to
60.
you.
Because
That
it was a
60.
30
You can still
foot
get up to
dive.
They
them with the dash,
dash.
though.
It's fine.
But if you dash, you
But
can
I'm
get
not dashing.
Get behind them, then I can have flanking.
That's true.
I'll do it if she doesn't move.
I think she's
Okay,
gonna
final
move.
dash.
Thank you.
Michael, why would you say that?
Because it doesn't seem like she wants to stick around
Sweet,
and
I
fight.
can sneak attack now.
I mean, you can't.
No, I can. You
No,
don't need advantage. If
But you can't have it if you have this.
Oh, wait, I still have disadvantage. That's right. Wait, so if he has, what do besides flanking does?
It was like a +2 to your.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not that much. It's nice, but it's not that nice.
Well, that'll help. So I roll twice.
I feel like giving you a 4 just because. I rolled a nat 20. No.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Yes. Nope. 4.
Sorry. What did you just do?
I dashed up to her.
Yep.
Okay.
She is now flanked.
All right.
You
Got one. Okay. All right. Is that all you're doing?
Bonus action. Well, I can't do anything with a bonus action, so yep.
All right.
I forgot. I still have Death Ward.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's
That's a
running.
good thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. After
I
Louis,
feel
it is
invincible.
Ao.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to melee attack.
Okay, and you're going to.
Disadvantage.
So you have disadvantage.
And
You have
those-
+2 because of the flanking.
Okay. It's probably not going to hit. That is a 14.
That is not it.
Does not hit. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to. Oh, okay. So when it says if I make a melee attack, they can't make opportunity attacks, does that mean I have to land it? Or
No,
just
no,
use
just
it?
make the attack.
Cool. So then I can do. I'm going to use my bonus action to. Well, first I'm going to back up. Let me say 15 feet,
Okay.
and then use my bonus action to dodge.
Okay. Alright, that is Ao's turn. After Ao, we have...
Do what?
Bonus action dodge. You can
what-
dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh, it's
Nilo.
So I guess I'm just staying there.
Okay.
So if I was where Louie was,
Either way.
I can dash up to her and Louie. So then I'd be where everybody else is.
Yes.
That's 2. I can attack that.
I don't know if you use your action.
Do you have any bonus action spells or anything?
Bonus action spells.
I know they're kind of rare.
I don't think so.
So you're just up next to the person at the moment?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, that's an opportunity attack when they run.
I'm breathing down their neck.
Alright,
Unless you know if they
do
rogue
that.
and disengage as a bonus
Yeah, and
action.
then they just leave. In
That's
which case,
true.
I would just pull out my crossbow and be like,
Alright, so that's Nilo's turn?
I.
Alright, after Nilo, it is this person's turn, and they are going to disengage,
Yep.
We're never gonna
and dash. They're gonna dash. Just
I'm
run,
going to shoot
run,
Past
run.
me,
I'm going to shoot
Um,
They
her.
disengage.
Yeah.
but they disengaged from these two.
Disengage is
Disengage.
just
Just
go
from
for
everyone.
provoke opportunity attacks.
That's the whole reason.
And actually, I want both of you guys to roll d20s again.
All three of us?
Yes.
Who? Wait. Us?
Specifically?
That is a 16.
Wait, who's the third person?
Me.
Where is it?
Wait,
16.
I think
Nothing.
that's 3.
I know. I'm looking for my d20. I don't know.
Why'd you put it away? It's the most important one.
I don't know. I didn't think I did. I put the d6s away. Sorry. What are we rolling for?
Just a d20.
Oh, okay. 6.
6. Okay, I need you to make. As you're running forward,
Oh no.
the person in front of you kind of bolts out, and sort of spills something behind it. First, you think that it's like a ball berry, but as you step on one, it just crunches underneath your foot, and you hear suddenly a whole bunch of dogs baying, and dogs start charging forward. She threw dog food.
Oh.
I need you to make a dex save. Oh, sorry, an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's worse. That's
As
so
a
much
pack
worse.
of dogs start fighting over the food.
Oh.
Thank you, Tater.
Did she run? I'm assuming she ran past me still, just heading straight down the street.
17.
17.
Wait, is
Alright.
she still heading down the middle of the street?
Still, yeah.
Okay. I
Alright.
probably should have yelled for like guards or something.
That's.
I don't talk to people.
Alright, Bertram.
Bertram, shall help me.
Alright.
Sound like
Silas.
Archibald.
Silas will move forward 30 feet. So then I should be like, what, 90 feet away from her? If my
Yes.
math is
If
correct?
you are if you were with them,
I wasn't next to them.
well, if you were with them now,
I'm not with them now.
because then
Because I only moved
60
30 feet the
how
first
far
time.
away from you are they? Or how far away from them are you?
Well,
Because
before...
they're 60 feet away from the pursuer.
Yeah, I would be 30 feet away now.
Okay.
If I moved.
So you're 90.
Because I've been like 30 feet behind. Anyway.
He's just a little slow.
I'm just a little slow, and I'm going to wait for everybody else to use up their dashes, and then I will dash forward. I'm like the last person in a marathon. I'm the one. All the time. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to shoot some Eldritch Blast.
Alright, shoot your Eldritch Blast.
First one with advantage is a total 20 to hit,
That hits.
and the second one, which is just regular, is a 21 to hit.
That also hits.
So the first one is a magical 1 point of force damage.
Alright.
The second one is a magical 6 points of force damage.
Uncanny dodge. Neither of those, actually. Never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Dang it.
We're fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine.
It's not fun.
We're fine!
It's not fun.
Say we're fine! Alright. That's what
Just hold still, we just want to talk.
Louis, you're up.
Okay. How far away is she?
Is it 2020?
30 feet again?
I should have
30 feet again.
found a way to throw the ball bearings into the darkness.
That would have been good.
That
That
would've
would have been good.
Hindsight. Okay.
Oh.
Why is your hindsight roll a natural 20?
Of course, that would probably have been 2 actions though, right? To throw the ball bearings.
Probably.
It wasn't actually to cast darkness.
Yeah. It's still a solid strategy to
Yeah.
think of in the future.
I don't remember that.
Like a reckless.
Exactly 30 feet away from me. Yeah.
Yes, because I don't
Okay.
like math.
Exactly
Well,
30.
Yeah,
Not an
that's not gonna
inch
work.
over or under.
So I'm going to point my finger at her and say, "How does a pirate know they're a pirate? They think, therefore they are." I cast Sage's laughter.
Yes!
So, what save?
Wisdom save.
No.
That's a natural one.
Oh yes!
Yes!
They fall on the floor, prone, laughing.
Oh no!
Yes!
Yes!
So does that mean I can attack without disadvantage on them?
Yes, because they're prone.
But then they get to make their save and hit them.
So we better if we just tie them up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
squander this opportunity.
I know,
people.
Mr. Stabby, go Stabby.
Ah,
We need.
I must rogue. I am a rogue.
Alright, that's your turn?
Yep. Well, I'm gonna move. Yeah. I'm also
Cool.
gonna move up.
Okay, so now you're next to the person who is currently laughing on the ground. Alright, Ao, you're up.
Okay. I would like to.
No stabbing.
Tie them up.
You got rope, right? Everybody got rope.
I'm guessing that would take an
Actually,
action.
I don't think I
Yeah.
What kind of check would that be?
That would be a
Nerd.
knot tying check, which is
As a
sleight of
skull
hand with your
attacking
intelligence modifier.
So.
Sleight of hand. So
Nerd.
sleight of hand plus my intelligence modifier.
So,
When
are you
nerd
proficient
considers
with sleight of
on
hand?
that.
Yes.
So you would add, basically make an intelligence roll with a proficiency modifier added.
I don't lie.
The rope tying rules are weird.
That's a thing in the book.
Yep.
Nobody else
Oh.
is really
So
good
like
at
So-
tying a knot, it's like knowing which
so,
right knot
so
to tie. Untying a knot is just straight sleight
So
of hand.
I'm
unless
rolling.
it's
I'm
complicated.
rolling an intelligence roll,
Yes.
and then okay. What if I'm
Don't
proficient
mess
in
this up.
intelligence?
Well,
No, it's not an
that doesn't
intelligence
matter.
It's a
save.
saving throw.
So
It's a sleight of hand using your
So
intelligence
I'm
modifier.
proficient in.
So
sleight
you
of
add
hand.
your you still add your proficiency bonus, but you use your intelligence instead of your dex.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's weird.
just add your proficiency and your
Intelligence
intelligence modifier. Don't look at your number. That's already there.
I'm
Right?
just trying to think if I
Yeah.
can pull
It's
this
different.
off.
Unless you have expertise, in which case
I have expertise in
sleight of hand. I mean,
Then
the word
you
double your proficiency and add your
and then-
intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's your
So it's
intelligence
just
like
proficiency
plus,
plus
six or something.
intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. Plus your
I
roll.
think I can pull that off.
Do it. Do it.
I don't.
Do it.
I don't suppose I could accidentally spill ball bearings all over the place while I'm getting my rope out.
I'm gonna say you can do one or the other.
Why would?
Because then if I mess up, they can't run away easily.
No, the worst thing that can happen is that you just don't tie them up.
Well,
I
I
mean,
guess
the worst thing that could happen is guards come in and like, hey, what's going on here? Let that lady go.
I'm being kidnapped,
actually,
officer!
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run up and attempt to tie this person up, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna yell for someone to get guards.
Alright.
Yes.
Make,
So,
so make that rope tying check.
Guards! Guards! We got a runner!
well, you see,
Get
this is a nat
guys!
1 to tie her up.
You did not.
Please,
Oh!
please. It's a nat 1.
Right. Have an 11.
Oh, that's very, very good. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I just saved your life.
I mean, we had a little while.
I mean, we have plenty of other people who, like, you would have been able.
Alright.
Have
you're
I was
feeling
gonna
going
shoot
for
her next time.
Alright, so that's Ao's turn. It is now
Tied up.
Milo's turn.
Sweet.
She's tied up,
She's tied up. She is.
In the process of being
or in the process.
tied up.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll go over there and help.
Do more rope.
Alright.
Sure, I don't trust him. I will help tie her up.
You have advantage of your next tying up check. Yay.
Or do I have to make another one?
On your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many turns does it take to finish tying this person up?
I'm saying that you're going for like arms and then like hands.
Well, arms
and-
first, yeah.
Yeah. So that they can't stabby.
I would like to loot the prisoner.
All right.
And they laugh.
So okay, cool.
Oh, look at thing. Oh no.
I do since you did move.
Yeah.
Ow. Sorry, stitches. I have stitches.
Nice.
Anyway, and if I lean on my back on it, they pull. Anyway, roll d20.
15.
The dogs are fighting back.
Great.
Okay, cool. After Nilo, it is this person's turn. They only make the save again when they take damage, right? Or do they make it at the end of their turn?
End of their turn.
End of their turn and whenever they take damage.
At the end of each other's turn, yeah, and each time it takes damage.
Alright.
Oh yeah, she's still alive.
14?
Sorry. Wait. Is that... Wait. Where's my... Yeah. Oh, 14 exactly.
I mean, for you.
Wait,
Um,
doesn't that...
Yeah, you have
It's
to meet
me.
or exceed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's in the process of being tied.
In the process of being tied up.
So
no
what-
longer laughing.
And that was the
not
end of her
laughing.
turn, so she can't do it.
Oh, she
And it's-
can't.
she can't do anything. She's no longer laughing, and she is now starting to like wrestle with you a bit as you're tying her up.
Okay.
And there's currently more. There was like flailing going about, but now there's like actual
Well,
resistance.
flailing from laughing, and now there's
Now there's resistance.
directed resistance.
All right, that's the end of that person's turn. Bertram,
Bertram won't do anything this round.
Silas.
Silas is going to dash.
Okay. All right.
I'm coming, guys.
Adjust his lapels.
Back up to Louis.
Power walks.
So she's struggling right now? Or
Yeah.
just trying to tie her up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my rapier, put it to her throat, and say, don't move.
So I'm guessing you're holding your action to attack in case she gets up and runs away.
Sure, but it's more of an intimidation so that she, like, you don't have disadvantage.
Roll intimidation.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. Sorry, 16 plus 7, 20 something.
20. Okay. Yeah, that's
20.
That's pretty intimidating.
I mean, when you have 3 people around you.
All right. Okay.
I hope that's not the only dash I use, otherwise there's just gonna be this mark, and I'll be like, why is there a mark next to my con?
What?
What does it mean?
What does it mean? The number's basic. All right.
Is it a sign? Was I supposed to remember something?
Does it mean I have 116 con?
I've
right?
leveled up to God.
Clyde, I am your rival now.
While we're doing this, can we tell who it is now?
Someone wants to take an action to remove the hood.
Yes! Dibs!
Okay.
All right.
I don't suppose he can do that while he's
do it
ready.
again.
No. Sword's kind of arm's distance away.
Yes.
It's my turn now, yes? Because I would like to continue to tie her up.
Just dip. Do it again. Dibs.
Brain work. Yes.
Creatures, okay. Well, I'm rolling to continue tying her up.
Wait, I took off her hood. What does she look like?
It's not your turn.
Dang it! We're still in initiative?
Yes. You're
Why?
still very much an initiative.
Oh gosh, I am rolling poorly. I have advantage because you're helping me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My first roll was a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My next roll is a 3.
Would you like a 4?
I mean, I probably should
working
say.
way up.
No, I'm not giving it to you. I'm just saying.
All right.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that is a 12 to continue tying her up.
There is definite fighting going on, and you don't make progress. Nothing is loosened, but you don't make progress. Hands are
I'm
currently
gonna
bound.
yell for guards again while I'm doing this.
All right.
Gourds!
Guards start coming.
Gourds!
I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
I am rolling poorly. That is a 3. Oh wait! I'm an elf. Am I being charmed?
It's a good question. Valid.
Yes.
I am resistant to charm.
So you get advantage.
That is better.
Rolls a save.
8.
You are currently dominated.
Ooh!
Is that not a... There's no gesture stuff going on with the spell?
What?
There's no gesture stuff going on with the spell? Like
What
hand
are the
movements?
components?
Her hands are tied up, right?
Yes, her hands are very tied up.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no...
So
There's
she's
a reason
nothing.
we're still in initiative.
Oh wait, I'm not being.
Friends.
She's not doing it.
She's not doing
Oh, no.
it. And
Dang it.
So
Uh,
what does that spell do?
you have to do your best to complete the orders you're given, as long as they don't directly tell you to like harm yourself.
Yep.
So
other people,
the command you
it's
get,
cool.
pick her up.
No.
I've already used my action though.
Yeah. So that's your next roundsman.
Is it clear that something's going on with me though?
We don't know.
Okay, never mind.
I
Well,
don't know.
Sam, it's your turn.
I was bringing up mine.
Okay, so just as a note, the caster can use their action to take total and precise control of the target. And the creature only takes, until the end of the next turn, creature only takes the actions the caster chooses and doesn't do anything that they don't allow them to do. During this time, you can also cause the creature to take a reaction, but this causes the caster to use their reaction as well. Every time the target takes damage, you make a new wisdom saving throw.
So I can't save unless I'm attacked.
Right. And
Stab him!
If I pick her up, is this a strength roll?
That's future use problem.
that's a future you problem.
No, I want to know.
presumably.
No,
I'm
you
curious.
can learn later.
Okay. Well, I guess I won't give it away then.
Oh, you have terrible
What do you-
strength.
Yeah.
Weakling!
Pick her up. I hope I continue to roll poorly.
Pick her up.
Watch you not
Drop her on yourself, get hurt. Hey, I succeeded!
All right.
I'm just waiting for the nat 20 to roll on everything else now. So I'll be unstoppable for a little bit.
Okay. That's that thing. After that person, it is Nyla.
I would like to remove her hood so I can see who she is.
Okay. Pulling off
There's not a head
the
there!
person's hood.
The spider!
You find a person.
Ooh,
It
that's
is-
good.
Person's about 5'7" feet tall, but is wearing heels or like wedges at the moment,
Okay.
increasing the
It's
height.
like my evil twin.
Dark purple hair, pale, slightly bluish tinge to the skin, green eyes, and pointy ears.
I'm guessing that's all you can do.
What?
You looking at this person in the eyes, and there is a murder glare from her to you, Mrs. Miranda. She's not happy to see you again.
Look at that, it only took us 3 episodes.
Whose turn is it now? I think it's
That's-
hers.
I
right?
just-
No, you
I
just
just,
yeah.
I haven't done anything yet. I've just been like.
Isn't that your action?
You took
though?
off the hood.
what
That
is
was your action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Huh.
Bertram!
Bertram! We'll do nothing.
Alright.
So I'm now 30 feet away.
Yeah.
So I will move up. And go, you know, 5. Have my little necklace. You can pick us up now.
Oh, what?
What?
Oh, that's right.
Oh! This is gonna be interesting.
Oh no.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh no for him.
Oh,
I have to
if that
jump to
whole,
pick real quick.
do I have to be in range of the cast? What is this spell? I'm gonna look up this spell.
Sexy.
I have to look up another thing.
I don't know what it is. I just had, it's like, I was deciding what to do. I was like, wait a second, I have my teleportation necklace that
Let's just leave.
the lady gave me.
Why
we
would
have
we
what
do
we
this?
came for.
Let's go.
Actually,
that was
Underdark.
good. That was good. This is good because I was about to like, okay, hold on. What do I have?
Our original plan was to cast blindness on her.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, this is better.
I have to look up the thing real quick. Because I've never used this before.
If we go to the Underdark, are we? We're not on a different plane of existence, are we?
No. I mean, in some.
Because this person only has a telepathic link with me as long as we're on the same plane of existence.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not a
It's-
different plane. It's just underground.
Only in certain campaign settings, I think it is a different plane of existence. I don't know which ones, but I think there is.
Got it. Alright, cool. Alright. How many people did I say?
You said 5.
I said 5?
Which is all of us.
All of us plus.
Right.
Plus
Miranda.
one more. Alright, cool. Got it.
Small part.
Cool.
I didn't write that down, but I remembered it was 5 because it was like, wait a second. There's only
How
4 of us. Why were you
far
5?
Are you from everyone?
I walked right up to them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he walked right up to us.
good,
and
so
then-
you-
We're all right next to each other.
that's just what I'm checking. Alright.
Everyone join hands now.
Kind of everything fades to a weird.
See, I was kind of hoping it was just like we feel like we're falling through darkness, just Tower of Terror.
And then you'll find yourself a bit of a migraine going on at the moment in Evie's office.
That was the
That
drow
was a
lady,
trick.
correct?
Yeah.
So, are we still in initiative then?
Hang on.
Because I was told to pick her up.
Is he still dominated? Do we notice anything?
I'm still dominated, but only for a
How
minute.
literal do you have to interpret that?
Stop. I can't. I'm just laughing because he's laughing.
Right.
Yes. Exactly.
Quite.
That's the only reason.
Perfect.
Okay. So you all appear in her office, and as soon as the fuzzing feelings start happening and the darkness start taking over you, you receive new command.
Ooh.
Attack the white one.
Who's the white one?
We're all white.
Hey!
Him?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Alright,
white.
so
That's because the character art, he's in white robes. But, yeah, that one.
Look, you're white.
Hey, I'm white.
Hold on. Okay. That's good. I can't sneak attack you.
Yeah, not at this moment, no.
That's good.
That is only a 7. Wait, no. What am I? Can I choose what I attack with?
It would be... Do you have your rapier out last?
I was tying her up. I wouldn't have had my weapon out like that.
Was it by your side, though? Like, what did you use last?
The last thing I used was a rapier, but I would have shooted.
Okay.
Can I choose what I attack with?
You have to carry it out.
Let me
effectively,
check.
Right?
How this is going to look.
What did it say exactly?
You might have to do it like to the best of your ability.
Which would be with a sword.
Yeah, it does its best to obey you.
Yeah.
So I have to use my best weapon then.
Yeah.
Fooey, I was going to use my longsword, which I'm not good with.
Yeah, it's to your best of your ability, basically.
So,
It doesn't say that, but it doesn't allow you to take actions that it doesn't want you to do. So it would want you to use your best alternative.
well, that is a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
What did you roll?
A 7. What do you use that for?
No, I'll say that.
That is 1. Oof. That is 12 points of damage. I'm sorry.
Still injured?
So, I don't... It says...
It's just like...
It
oh,
says
is
I
that-
can't... It says I
on,
can't do
man.
anything it doesn't allow me to do.
Right.
Can I speak? Or is it not allowing me
not allowing you to speak, but you're allowed to preserve your own life. So to take defensive options to the best of your ability.
But I can't communicate to them in any way.
Yeah, no, that's a no-go.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but it was worth it.
It is worth it.
Oh.
I would like to attack the road.
Everyone roll new initiatives.
New initiatives, okay.
Initiative.
That is a 27 to
Oh,
initiative.
come on.
Come
Now
on,
he's
man.
gonna roll good.
That's unfortunate.
So if I'm doing my best to preserve myself,
I'm going to erase this.
does that mean I can run instead of
Yes, you
attacking?
don't have to think
Because
about
I am
it.
actually really low on health.
Well, you're also.
Yeah, you can run.
But
Run.
can I choose between whether to run or attack? Or do I have to do whichever is best for my current position?
You carry out your
You
last
carry out
order.
last order,
So-
and last order was attack.
So I can choose to attack or run. But
Um,
only those two things.
Hang on. I think you might be locked. I think I may have accidentally locked you into attacking. Hold on, I'm trying.
Hold on, I'm trying to
Find
find the
Drow
right
for me,
button.
please.
Say it again.
Find Drow for me, please.
Drow?
Be under L.
Well, here's the thing. If I think
Things that
if
we
my
use.
character think the best way to obey is to run away and then later attack from the shadows, that is following
Why
the
did you
orders
give
to
it
the
to me?
best
I
of my
can't
ability.
read.
Okay, hang on. Teleport as long as center resistance. You use
Drow.
command while you are conscious.
Why aren't you doing
Action
this?
required.
Why am I doing
does
this?
its best to obey. You specify a
Unknown,
simple and
but
general course of
Ben
action.
wanted us to find Drow. Here is Drow.
Thank you. Cool. I just needed to find that for in a minute.
In a minute.
Oh, okay. If the creature completes the order and doesn't receive further instructions, it defends and preserves
Oh,
itself.
because doesn't it use its action to communicate with you?
No action required to communicate.
The action is only if they want to take control of you.
It says you until the end of your next turn, the creature takes only actions you choose.
Yes, at this point, your instruction is kill and also don't die, basically.
So, if don't die helps me kill later on, I would have to choose don't die.
Right.
Whereas if I can kill before I die, I have to kill.
Right.
Which I don't think I can do. Because you didn't take any damage, and I'm really weak.
I'm still hurting from, our boat ride.
That is true.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I'm
But I don't-
almost half health right now.
Okay, so what's your new initiatives, guys?
27.
16, sorry.
11.
Sorry, what's...
I am 15. Bertram is 14.
16?
Oh, I should probably roll for my rat.
And AO is...
27.
Hey!
So, goes as
Where were those rolls when you know you were resisting being nominated?
What's
I'm
yours?
telling you, I'm going to start rolling
mine was
really well
11.
right now.
Alright.
It's
And
going to be
hold on, I
glorious
gotta look
and
up
very sad.
I'm going
rat
to take
stats.
that... The initiative started when you made your attack.
So my turn's on.
So that was your attack.
Yes. Go next.
Alright.
Smack me.
At that, taking advantage of the distraction,
I don't think that's gonna help you.
the other rogue is going to take a moment to get up, using half movement, and dash the crap away.
Wasn't
You
she
do
tied
have...
up?
Yes, her arms are very tied up.
Everyone's around her though, so she.
Provokes
They
opportunity.
have opportunity.
Provokes opportunity attacks, and you were comfortable one.
from all.
I
Uh,
saw my...
From all of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, my rat familiar rolled a 6 for initiative.
Please get her.
Alright,
So-
opportunity attacks.
Can I attack her now?
You
won't
certainly
get
try.
Opportunity attacks before you get, attacked.
Yeah, I
That
will put my
was
rapier,
really bad.
so-
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Do I have to? I don't have to attack, right?
You don't have to attack.
Yeah, I'm not attacking. That's enough.
It's with a dagger.
It's,
From a warlock.
he could still save.
But it's against Captain Miranda. She's the one who's running.
Yeah,
Dead
we
or
don't-
you
she
want
doesn't
it? You
get
want
hurt.
her dead or alive?
Oh, she's running. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely attacking.
Kill her.
Yeah, it's not me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Almost a
They just
19,
like...
20.
plunk,
What was
plunk.
that?
19.
So you hit.
Yep.
Actually... Yeah, you hit.
I've calculated
Actually-
my damage.
Going to use... Defensive Duelist.
No.
Can she?
And-
Her arms are tied up.
She can hold the dagger.
Does she
Yeah.
I
have a dagger?
assume we would have taken
Oh,
that up.
several.
Where did
But
she
she
get
has
it?
to grab
From
it.
her various belts!
Her bandolier belts.
She met a certain someone, and
Yeah.
it went over swimmingly. You said 19.
Yep.
All right, so she's able to that one, but the crit still hits.
Yes. She, 6 points of piercing.
Okay, and you did it where it's the maximized roll plus the.
Yes.
All right.
What is her AC with that?
20.
Cool.
This is the second time I've been charmed while playing an elf. And I've only ever been charmed when playing an elf. It's really annoying. You remember that one shot we did where Calvin had us in that manner? I was forced to attack people. I was also an elf then.
Oh.
And those are the only 2 times I've been charmed. I'm so good at this.
Maybe not play an elf.
Once again, this is why I play spells.
Why?
Maybe.
Why are you running? There's nowhere to run to.
Yeah. Is the door closed? Are there guards here or something?
There's
Yeah.
literally walls of guards
I'm guessing
out
the
there.
guards
We're in
would so-
Evie's office. There's
Can I
gonna be
have
guards
the-
everywhere. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Go
assume
for it.
She's
the
going to
guards-
take a couple more opportunity attacks from said guards.
Aren't they
Boop.
trying to stop her as opposed to
Boop.
kill her?
Yes, but they have
She's running
grapple,
behind. Everybody's just like.
which is a knockout.
Oh.
Oh, that hits.
It's a
Yeah,
great-
she already used her thing. Where's the there it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that hits.
Don't worry, we'll put you down.
That won't be hard. I don't have any hit points left. Except...
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't take my... what you call it?
Oh,
I didn't
bummer.
So that's actually working out really well at this moment.
Oh, okay.
If I
Drop poison is
not
only
even
for the
if I roll
crossbow, so
max damage, I will
as
kill
soon as
you.
she's at range, they're gonna start taking shots.
If I go down completely, does that break the spell?
Every time you take damage, you.
But if I go
resave.
down...
Oh yeah, because you're.
Well, I know make the save if I go down. But does it just stop, or am I still charmed if I fail the save?
I think being unconscious and almost dead is gonna stop the effect. I think the time limit's gonna be over.
It's 1 minute.
Yeah, probably.
But I was charmed at the very end, right before we were taking.
How long did it take to transport? Is the question?
Just like that's like a one-round thing. So
Yeah. So how long is a round?
if they just wait before they slap you awake, you'll be fine.
So we just have what? So this will be the second. So you just have like.
One of the
This
drow
would be the third round right
takes
now.
a position in the hallway,
So it's only been
7
18
holds up,
seconds.
handcuffs, and says, "I got her."
Eat her.
Bertram, help him.
Um,
Get him.
it is now Nyla's turn.
Oh, good.
I've been struck.
I'm gonna hit.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
I'm gonna hit the criminal. At least I'm going to try.
Kill him. We can question him afterwards.
A 21.
That hits.
Don't forget you have uncanny dodge.
I know. I'm gonna use that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
The voice whispers
excellent.
in your head. Use uncanny dodge.
That's 12 points of damage on the first attack.
Mysterious
Oh,
voice. Why
so
do you know
I'm guessing I
swashbucklers?
can only uncanny dodge one of those.
Yes. You have
Yeah.
to choose right now if you're going to.
How much damage was it?
12.
12.
It was 12. Yeah, that's the one I'd be doing.
Does it? 12?
No.
Dang it. I guess I could action surge, but I don't want to right now, so.
Oh wait, but I make a save for that first attack.
You do. Yes, you do.
What kind of save is it?
A save against this bust.
It's a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save. Yes.
That.
Would he still have advantage?
9.
Would he still have advantage because it's a charm effect?
Yeah, I have.
Guess so. From like I don't know.
My other roll's a 19. It's a
Yeah.
9 or a second roll is a 19. First is a 9.
I'm gonna say you save, and if later on it turns out that's not how that works, it's fine.
So
Deal with that
I'm
later.
guessing I still can't do anything right now. We have to get a full
Yeah,
set.
because that's the end of your turn, so you're you're back.
You're welcome.
So
Question
wait,
is, does anybody know
no,
you're
because
back?
I went
Right.
and then she went. No one knows what's
Oh,
going on
yeah.
with me.
Right.
All I know is that he stabbed me.
Yeah.
All
so technically, you two still have to go before it's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before you can go, no, it's me, no! Ah!
Silas, it's your turn.
Ah! Dang it, how far? No, wait, I'm right next to you, dang it. I don't like this position you put me in.
I've already used my reaction to uncanny dodge, so
Ah, this is true.
that means I can't make opportunity attack, correct? Because that
Correct,
also-
because that's your reaction.
Yeah.
Why don't you
I thought
just
so.
stab him?
I don't like stabbing people.
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
It's
though.
so messy. I wear
Wait,
white.
wait. Did
That
my
sounds like
character,
a you
did my
problem.
character ever sign a contract with you out of curiosity?
No, you're
Okay.
like. We have, I
I'm
think, a
rogue.
verbal agreement.
Something like that?
Yeah, it was like a verbal agreement.
I have a verbal agreement with him. I have it in paper with her.
I have paper.
You is just we got you shoved onto us, and we're like, well, we
You're
kind of
kind
need
of like
somebody
the
who
stray
knows.
dog we picked up.
We kinda need to
I
know.
guess I was just the guide. I didn't really have.
Yeah.
No. There is no contract
let's
with
see
you.
now.
You could die. It would be fine.
Who's more important, the person who stabbed me, or Miranda?
You have a contract for Miranda.
I do have a contract for Miranda.
The contract would
Whereas
probably take
vengeance
your
would just
money.
be me.
Yeah.
So
I
contract or
already hit
vengeance.
him.
Yeah, we already hit him. You've got this. How far away is
I can do
Miranda?
this.
Miranda is currently about 30 feet away out the door.
Get her.
So you could.
She's gonna go through so many guards on her way out, though.
That depends. If the guard nails her and she fails the con save, that's it. She's out like a light.
I'm going to cast
if she matrix dodges an entire corridor
I'm
full
going to
of
cast blindness at 4th level, targeting Miranda and Ao.
Okay, that's a what save?
It is a con save.
Hey, I don't con. Natural 1!
Oh,
I told you I'd only roll well.
yeah, nope, that's a fail.
Alright, then they
Five.
are both blinded.
Does that
Ooh.
have any, like, can anyone see that about us, or do we just not see?
I don't know. Ben can flavor their eyes, go black.
Yeah, I mean, as far as anyone exactly specifically staring deep into your eyes is gonna notice, that's weird. But no one would necessarily like, oh, that person's blind by the blindness spell. It's
Or they have a little cloud around their face.
that is your turn.
Yeah, I don't feel...
It's Bertram's turn.
Bertram! Is going to do... Bertram's going to help... Louis.
All right, Louis, you are helped.
Cool. I don't know what you're going to do, but...
But
Bertram's there
Bertram's
for
helping
you.
you.
FYI, for you people who need to know.
That's Bertram's turn. It is now.
We all have
Louis'
advantage
turn.
on attack rolls against Ao and Miranda, and they automatically fail their ability checks that require sight. Obviously, they can't see, and also their attack rolls have disadvantage because they
Alright.
can't see.
Okay, I'm immediately running towards Miranda,
All right.
and once she is in range, I'm going to shoot her with my crossbow.
Okay, you basically just duck out the doorway and you got a shot.
Yeah.
All right, make a shot.
With advantage from multiple
Two.
recruits.
Two!
You miss. Okay.
Now what?
Sadness ensues.
On advantage.
Guess that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Louis' turn. After Louis, it is the rat.
Help me on my next attack, I guess.
Cool. All right.
What's the rat's name?
Aurora.
All right. We're rolling back up to. Oh, it's the drowse. So many shots.
With advantage.
Shot number 1 that hits. Wait, no, that doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
They all have advantage.
Hang on. Hang on.
Come on, they have advantage.
Come
So
on.
did he.
Yeah, that's true.
That hits. That hits. Okay, that hits. And then. Yeah, that one hits too. Okay, so 2 of them hit. Max. Not Max. And she has to make 2 con saves. Save number 1 is fine. Save number 2 is not fine. She is unconscious.
Surprisingly, not dead. Having what? 5
So
crossbow
much
bolts?
money.
She on the ground.
Now we can get her.
Now we're gonna do this one first.
Oh, it is now Ao's turn.
Okay.
You are blind.
Does it take an action to drop my weapons or anything?
I think you can just drop stuff.
So I can drop them, and can I also speak as a free action?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, my action to dodge. I'm going to drop my weapons and kind of back up slowly. I was like, wait! And then,
Please don't kill me!
wait! Just gonna say, wait. Clearly dropping my weapons. I can't see. I'm backing up.
It's a suicide bomber. Take him out now.
Just said, wait, because that's probably all I'm gonna get out in 6 seconds. While I'm doing all of that.
I can still stab him and kill him.
It is your turn.
You're the one who gets to decide.
I took the dodge action though.
Which means...
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
You gonna stab your fiance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a weapon. I don't suppose there's any save I can make against the darkness.
Oh, at the end of your turn, you're supposed to make a con save.
Oh. Then I'm making a con save.
I was thinking
That
it'd be kind
is
of fun to use a spell, but why?
15.
Fail.
Okay, that still takes
Yeah, no, I didn't even attack him.
I just said wait.
You didn't say what for!
Dropped my weapons, I said wait. That's all I'm gonna get out before you attack me anyways.
Wait.
Like, if you think about how this
There's
is
a
technically
15 hit.
this is
This is
technically
technically
all
simultaneous.
happening at the same time. So I'm only gonna get out wait.
Wait!
You're
So
gonna be like
she's
this
like
as
a-
I'm saying wait, dropping my
I'm
weapon
still
and
in
back.
motion.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
It does not. I mean, I didn't see that, so.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
That's what it is.
What is it? This is a natural 20, isn't it?
14.
14. I'm going to uncanny dodge that.
You have 1 hit point left.
No, really?
That being Nyla's turn.
I'm not gonna say.
I so want to action surge to
Silas.
just end it now.
I dropped my weapon. I backed up. I said wait. And I'm blind.
What
You
for?
are blind. It's so beautiful.
Oh, you know, love is blind.
Well, Miranda's unconscious.
Yep. She's really
Also,
the
I'm
important
looking
one
really
here.
hurt.
He's basically on the brink of death.
Chances are I'm probably like on one knee at this point.
They
Probably.
just kind of just 1 point of slap damage.
Knock him out! Do it!
Just there.
You should...
Go to sleep, my dear sweet prince.
Please! Ben! Can it
No.
happen?
You want
You have
slap
to
him?
make an attack roll.
I just want to just kind of like do that.
I mean, you have. Oh, it's still just a straight roll now, isn't it?
It's still a straight roll. So,
Unless I have. Wait, I have a better idea.
Hmm.
I mean, this will put you in danger, but I can just, cast a spell instead.
I mean, you
That
could.
You
requires
can
to make a save.
non-lethally cleave him in twain.
Yeah. How much damage would this actually do? Oh no, I still have to make
well,
an
if it's
attack
an
roll.
if it's an area of effect, I can. I've got evasion at this point, barely, but I have it.
What can we do? Oh, we can toll the dead.
Oh, no.
That seems fitting.
Please.
What, 2d12 at this point?
Just throws a bell at him. A little tiny bell.
There's probably like a bell on Evie's desk. I'm just like,
You know, I had a fun idea. What's hilarious is I actually had an idea on how to end the chase, which is the exact opposite of what happened. She was gonna run you to a teleportation circle,
Oh.
and then run through it. It's open for another round. You guys run through it and end up in like, hey, you're on my ship. And instead, you guys did the inverse of that. And I am so mad and so proud right now.
hey, you're
So this was not foreseen at all.
This wasn't foreseen. I kind of forgot to get
One of those moments then.
But yes, I am going to cast Toll the Dead on you.
So what does that do?
Wisdom save, please.
But yes, I am going to kill you now.
That
Bonnie's
is
like,
18.
That
What?
does succeed. You are fine.
Oh wait!
Okay.
Did Bonnie get teleported? On
no.
No.
No, she didn't.
Huh?
Bonnie's just at the warehouse with a corpse.
Dead body?
And
Oh,
she's
she's
here.
here.
And
And
guards
here.
have been called.
And for here. Here
She'll,
you're fine.
she'll be fine. She's a professional.
I mean, she probably saw us zip out of there.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
She's fine.
I mean, she's out of the Underdark.
Yeah.
See, I did my part.
And there's also the shapeshifter. I still.
Well, for all we know, Miranda is the shape. No,
This
wait,
is
no,
also
she's not.
There's also, you know.
Anyway,
Unless this
I think
person
we can.
unless this person isn't actually Miranda.
Are
We
on-
can drop out of initiative now, I think.
No,
Are we out of
because
combat
wait,
now?
if she
I think
wasn't
so, yeah.
Miranda
Okay.
when she fell unconscious, if she had a disguise on, wouldn't it drop?
Disguise self? Yeah, it was drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am
So she still looks like Miranda right now.
She
Yes.
should.
A cloaked form on the ground at the moment.
Unless something really weird
'Cause
is happening.
This person could have just.
Why did you stab me?
Oh, are we talking now?
Yes.
Something happened. I lost control.
By the
Yes,
way, I'm not
I
dropping
do.
concentration
Yeah,
on blindness
males
yet.
do that.
There was.
I'm tying up Miranda's feet right now.
Okay. It is Miranda.
Okay. Do I have to make a check?
No,
Or-
it's
okay.
Miranda.
You
No,
know.
to tie-
You
to
know.
tie knots.
She's unconscious at the moment.
So,
You
yeah.
got Drow Elite around you, and like one just holding handcuffs. Like,
Oh. Well,
sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. floats
Was
your
the
boat.
voice just kind of like a
Whatever
mysterious
floats your
voice? I couldn't really tell.
It was a manly voice.
Whatever floats your
It was a man's voice. It's
It
not
was
a
a
voice you
manly
recognize.
voice.
Okay, it's not a voice.
It's not a voice you've heard
Ooh.
before.
It
It's
was
not a voice you
white.
recognize. He sounds normal. If you were to just jump into this episode, they're gonna get so thrown off by that statement. It's a running joke. Thanks, Michael.
Do I know I was charmed?
Um,
Or did all? I mean, I guess I could make the assumption.
You can make the assumption that your mind briefly was not your own. You were being remote controlled and puppeted. That felt uncomfortable.
Hey, normal.
You felt used. Oh, that's normal.
I was about to say, I mean, isn't
That felt
normal?
so comfortable.
Ugh.
Anyways,
I was being told what to do without any other options. What?
What is it? Like being a man in the Underdark?
Home sweet home.
You know, I left here this morning. I was not expecting to come back so soon.
It was a fun trip though.
I'm assuming
fun
you're
day
not
trip.
you're not talking to me anymore. And
Oh no, I'm still maintaining concentration on blindness right now.
that's fine. I'm not.
It doesn't last
If
very
we're
long. It's like a minute.
if we're not in initiative, he's gonna kind of like. He's gonna still maintain the dodge action just in
Okay.
case, but
Perpetual dodge going on.
just kind of stand still where he is.
Ah.
Ready for. But nothing.
So,
Well,
We have Miranda now.
that's pretty fast.
some of us are professionals.
Some of us are.
Some of us maintain that professional standing throughout.
And some people kill.
Chaotic neutral rogue. I mean, come on.
Get that man under contract.
In that case,
Okay.
walk
That's
up
a very
in the,
solid contract.
walk up in the dungeon, and you'll have plenty of time to interrogate her. If you want to first crack or second crack at her, I got some questions for myself.
I'm sorry, come again?
Who talkie first, you or me? Dumb man.
Man.
Dumb man, pick your jaw up from the ground. I said, dumb man. You know that I wear the crown. I said, dumb man. Anyway.
Well, I see no reason why we can't have a joint investigation.
We'll see plenty of reasons.
Well,
Questions I don't want you to hear.
fair enough. Then I suppose ladies first.
Alright. Miranda is dragged off into a dungeon where you guys are allowed to go back to your room at the moment and rest for a little bit.
What about me? Am I still blind? So am I just
Well,
standing
does he
in
have
the
to go
middle?
back to the room with us?
I think he needs to stay a night in the slammer and sleep it off.
Grab a guard and be like, this man is not mentally stable.
This man needs to be punished.
Take him!
Well,
This man needs to be taken out and beaten soundly, please.
Just
Public flogging!
that would kill me.
1d4, and I'm dead.
Basically anything will kill you.
If you don't mind removing this darkness,
You mean
I thought you liked darkness.
I will be
You
of no
mean this-
further threat.
brightness!
Someone took control of me back in the world above.
Do I
I'm
believe
certain.
him?
Do I need to roll persuasion?
Sure.
Insight.
Can I deceive him into believing that instead? Because I have a really high deception.
That depends. Are you lying to him?
No.
Just a silver lie in there.
What'd you roll?
I rolled. That's a 7 to persuasion.
I
am still disoriented.
As he's kind of dodging about
I'm not-
preemptively,
I'm just.
he accidentally like knocks a bolt out of one of the guards. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, accidentally like knocks one of the bolts out of one of the Drow's crossbows, and the Drow just kind of glares at you.
I'm not flailing about. I'm just.
Yeah.
So do I believe?
In that case, once I hit that, I'm gonna stop moving. I'm just gonna stop.
Like, that was the thing. That was
No,
a Pokey
just-
thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think you should go sit in the corner.
Without dinner.
No food over 3 days.
It's not that threatening.
I can understand if you want to do something to me, but please.
All right. I'll drop concentration on blindness, and I'll poof Bertram back into existence.
I would like to attack!
Aha!
I'd like to slowly walk back to my rapier and pick it up, slowly, and put it away.
Okay. There are several Drow who are like watching you, watching them, watching you, watching them. You get the idea that they're really waiting for any of you guys to make a move, because most of the Drow don't like you on account of being a male and also not a Drow. They don't like you on account of being male, but you are a Drow. That is bonus points, really.
They could just boss you around. And be fine
They
with
don't
it.
like you on account of
You're a surface elf.
You're
So
a
like
surface elf,
worse than
and
everybody else.
last time they saw your face, it was essentially in blackface, and you are now washed clean, and they're not cool with that.
Well, do they even know it's her? Like
Same
before-
face, just different
Got it,
skin.
okay.
Well,
So currently at the moment, you are like in the doghouse, and the two of you are about equal
who's
in
in
their
the same
eyes,
doghouse as me?
except for the fact
Oh, yeah, what
that you
happened
just
to-
attacked and you're low in the doghouse.
Yes.
Are you currently in like
He's Louis.
Because they
you're Louis?
because
Yeah,
they
I
dragged off
arrived.
Miranda.
They don't know who you are,
Yeah.
and they're confused.
I'm new.
Hey guys!
You can speak on the
I'm
common.
new.
Yeah.
I'm new.
They're dragging
So-
Miranda off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go take a nap.
I'd like to go somewhere else and take a nap
Okay.
for apparent reasons.
Like a cell. Take away his thieves' tools and lock him in a cell.
You're able to find like a servant quarter cot.
Just somewhere very out of the way where no one can find me.
You just follow a butler.
There
around
are a
for
few
while.
fine
Just
stuff
like,
in
There are a
Raptors.
few guards just keeping an eye
Yes.
on the lunatic who teleported into existence in their boss's meeting room and then stabbed an employee.
Yeah.
Did I see where they took her?
Yeah, it's down a ways and into like a dungeon, but you're not allowed in at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There are various
Who's
drow.
thinking, yes, Louis is not allowed in, but somebody else is.
You see, basically, see that further down, like there's a lot of male and female drow guards around, and then like as it gets deeper, it's just female drow, and then that's the start of the top.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
I'm taking a long rest, by the way.
Okay.
A long rest?
Hey Louis,
I'm taking a short rest.
you want to do something fun? I don't know what it might be yet.
Find fun.
I don't know.
Murder.
The other two
A
that actually
murder
got
most
hurt are
foul.
sleeping it off.
I only.
Mhm.
Hey, it just takes me an hour. It's a power nap.
Yeah, but that's an hour where nothing's happening. It's boring.
Not if time lapse.
Just wait for Evie to come back, I guess.
I mean, if you want excitement, just step outside.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I think I'll just wait for Evie to come back.
It's like, oh, the heads are still here. I thought they would have cleaned up the stuff by now.
I don't want to go out there too far. I'll find spiders or something. I don't want to deal with that.
There's no escaping the spiders.
All right. So
Yes, there is.
No. The
Yeah.
Duergar use giant spiders as schemes.
I will escape them. I will
An
go to a
hour
different plane of existence where
goes
they
by.
don't exist.
Like phase spiders that travel to other places of existence.
No.
Well,
An hour has gone by.
An hour has gone by.
Wow.
I get my spell slots back and my health is back.
Is that how long the short rest is? No.
Yeah. The rest of an hour.
I didn't
Oh,
look at my-
right. I'm an elf. I don't actually sleep. I
No,
think.
you
Yeah,
don't.
4 hours.
So yeah, 4 hours. There's 3 hours ahead of you.
Yes.
Get all my
Tell me
stuff
when the 4 hours are over, then I'll.
Where
It's
did
only
everybody
you
go?
that gets
So,
spells
hour
back
goes
on short
by.
rest, right?
Yeah.
Wizards
Wizards can do their little arcane recovery thing. I think
Oh.
sorcerers can do that too.
and a guard comes by to tell you that Miranda's ready for you guys.
Do we all get to go?
Welcome
You
to
can if
join.
you want to.
Ooh, yes. I would love
Discuss
to see
that
this.
amongst yourselves. I'm not involved with that.
Alright. Louis, do you want to join us in the interrogation room?
Yes, please.
He's not here.
I'm not. I don't care to be here.
I would
Mask.
I mean, if I were to play this
I just
character
assumed.
truly the way that he might run off just
Pretty sure
completely,
it's
but
part
that
of
would
my
be no
contract. I
fun.
was supposed to help you with Miranda. That's what it is?
Yep.
Yep. So I'm technically legally obligated to be there.
Yep. Alright. So we go to where Miranda is.
Okay.
Follow a board.
Oh, Gord.
What were the
She-
details of the contract again? That you had with your boss?
It was bring her back alive if possible. If not that, bring her back dead. If not that, bring back her head.
Isn't bringing back
Bring
her
her back
head
to
bringing
where?
her back dead?
But we want like the whole body.
Yeah.
They want basically proof that, yep, that is in fact the person.
Here's a toe.
And
I promise it's Miranda's toe.
yeah. I don't want to clone her, I want her.
Anyway.
Any whoosy, what's it?
Let's go! I have spells!
Alright. You go down into the area. There are a few guards in the cell watching you guys.
You got an audience.
I don't like rats.
I'd assume you're here to ask me something.
How's the diamond treating you?
Death glare. You know, if I didn't want you dead, I'd say you make an excellent addition to the crew.
Sorry, he's spoken for. We have a contract. Verbal, but
Are you, though? I need to make an insight check.
me make an insight check.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. That is sad that that's close. Okay.
Want to know totals as 26.
I need to check the thing real quick.
Don't check things! That's my job. I know so few spells, it's weird.
Considering that is what you do.
I mean, what I do is not die.
Well, your class.
Actually, what I do is not die, and I'm very good against undead.
There you go.
And I help other people not die. I don't heal them, I just make sure they don't die.
Yeah.
It's a very slight distinction.
That makes you a medic.
Yes. I am not a doctor,
I'm
I'm
not
not
a
a
doctor.
healer.
I'm
I am
a
a
medic.
medic. I just stitch
What's
you
the
back
difference?
together so you can keep fighting. I
Well,
don't
a
make
doctor
you
bad.
makes people
It
feel
is
better. A medic just makes you feel
pretty
better as
cool.
you die.
All
Sticks with morphine.
Here you go. Have some adrenaline.
Ah!
Anyway, she asks you if you're spoken for.
Well, that is a point of some contention right now.
Between jobs?
More like unsure if my current employer is alive or still my employer.
Oh, if that's not working out for you, darling, I have some options for you.
Well, I prefer my old bosses.
So you're not open for freelance?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, if the pay is good, then...
Pay is good.
Well,
You also seem to have good deal of leadership skills. You're able to get these moves to do most of the chasing for you. That's something I respect in a man.
But, I mean,
She just called you guys moose.
hold on.
Make another
Hang on a
insight
second
check.
here.
I'm feeling flattered. Oh, that was terrible. That was an 8.
You're feeling very flattered. You're actually charmed.
It's
It's not a spell effect either. It's just a thing. You'll get it eventually.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
She has a high level swashbuckler.
Well, yeah, otherwise she wouldn't be a very good boss.
It's true.
Hooray.
Which one is that?
Panache.
I know, I don't know what that does exactly.
Basically, it forces someone into a duel in combat. Outside combat, you regard the person. Oh, you regard them as a friendly accomplice, a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, I don't
Right.
like this. This is not good. I don't like
This
this.
effect ends immediately if you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So if either of you want to slap her.
Have we noticed?
Hit her.
We gotta see if we notice first.
I feel like everything
you don't
that's
even know.
everything that's happened today is be like, yeah,
No,
it keeps going
if
until
she
you
attacks,
hit them.
if she attacks you, it goes
Oh,
away.
if you or your
If you
her
guys
or
attack her, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, they just punched my friend that I kind of know. You know what? You guys do you.
Got it.
Same damage things.
So
apply
if
to
she
him.
or her
My
companion.
associate. How could you?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah. Do we notice?
No, you
Then-
wouldn't notice.
It would just be
wouldn't-
like him being like, oh.
It just-
There wouldn't be a visible.
No, she just seems a little flirtatious, perhaps.
I am a good-looking man.
What's your charisma?
18.
He's a
Yeah,
robot.
you're a good-looking man.
Why else do you think Vincent always tells me not to get my face hurt? It's my moneymaker.
I don't know. I don't hear your conversations with Vincent.
That's true. I don't talk to him when you guys are around.
And then if you do, it's not in a language we can all speak. So.
This is also true. Anyway. Yes. So if the price is right, then perhaps some freelance. But unfortunately, I'm not so sure that you would be in any position to negotiate any sort of contract work. Because I'm not so sure that. Looking at notes. That Lady Coronard would let you out of here anytime soon. Which is unfortunate for me, but I might be able to arrange rather unfortunate for the two of us. But I might be able to arrange where we're supposed to deliver her to.
Yes.
Vincent.
I mean,
Which-
if Vincent's still alive.
Yes, that. However, I could probably arrange verbal confirmation that we have you.
What? Hey Vince, got Miranda.
Well, just something to consider.
Hashtag contract.
Recently, within the 12 main captains of the Red Raven fleet, we lost one captain, which was no big deal. He's been replaced, and good for that. But another one has recently abandoned the fleet entirely. Rogue agent, apparently no foreseeable motive, which is quite concerning, but I don't need to bore you with the details quite yet. What I'm saying is, there is an opening.
Contracts. Every time someone gets on board your ship, you must sign a contract.
There's of course, some limited oversight. There's a general guideline. Sometimes, there's specific missions sent out from whoever's in charge of the fleet that particular month. If you're interested.
There's not that much money in it. Personal experience.
The money's where you make it, darling.
Don't talk to me. Don't like you.
Was there a ship you had an experience with?
I don't want to talk to her. I'm not putting up with this.
Because a certain Mr. Mustache said that he recently overthrew Cork, and Cork was a bit of an oddball. he kept competition down to a minimum. I'm sure you can see the advantage in that.
Oh yes, of course.
But he didn't do much of the classic pirates, money-making things.
There was some problem with that.
We have
Watch out,
another
pirate
pirate captain, Roscoe Miller. He manages some onshore dealings. He scares certain merchants away and allows ones that we have deals with to just barely make it through after such an ordeal, so no one's the wiser,
Yes.
Diversifying our opportunities.
Since he considers her a friendly acquaintance, does he have more allegiance to her or the contract that he has?
That's really up to him with how he views friends.
Because it's not like a true charm like what I had.
Yeah, no, it's not like
you do have a
the
contract
choice.
against her. Even though
Yes.
you consider her.
Well.
I mean, my character's not here, so.
Yes. Well. Out of character. I'm just trying to think of how Silas would be using this to his own personal advantage while still staying true to
The contract.
his employers.
Because technically,
Because technically lawful evil, which means I do what I can within the system
Yeah.
to do whatever I want.
I
Well,
don't think
So-
piracy is in the system.
Well, to be fair, we're a crime syndicate, so technically it is.
Oh. Okay.
it's just,
It's just-
mobile operations.
Just changing highway robbery to the oceans. Just taking the Thieves Guild on boats. That's all it is.
The contract is where you get your powers, right?
No, it's just my job title is contracts broker and enforcer. So that's why I like contracts, because that's my job.
If
I love what
you
you do.
have,
So right now, what I'm thinking is trying to find like either some sort of like weird like merger where it's like 50% Oricon, 50% Red Ravens.
Miranda's looking at you debating. If you have any questions about more of how we operate, feel free to ask. We have,
We don't want to hear about it.
oh,
Let's
We're
not
the
be
ones who
hasty.
are stupid.
Hold on. Don't forget this only lasts a minute.
yeah.
Let's not be hasty.
We have some members who independent allegiances lie differently. For example, one I mentioned before has the merchant's dealings. Another one is deeply the religious and views her whole crew as some type of fanatic religious cause. Glory through combat and all that nonsense. I'm waving my hands. She's not. She's tied up. Glory through combat to Groomch and all that. Really, she's just used for shock and awe tactics when needed. But if you have business on land and business on the sea, you can always have a inferior officer doing day-to-day operations while you oversee such businesses. Find a way to incorporate the asset.
I'm just questioning how unified your organization actually is.
Not very.
Because it doesn't seem like there's enough unity to really enforce any sort of loyalty amongst your members.
We consist of currently 12 flagships, and we band together for a form of mutual protection and a mutual gain. We can call upon the other for their specialized aid in particular matters. Of course, price and divisions of loot would be decided upon between the individual captains. So far, we've not had any foe that we've had to unify ourselves against, and our ability to scatter to the winds has provided ample opportunity to evade any form of law enforcement that we don't own.
See, I would have gone with you if you just used alliterations to said scattered to the seven seas, and then you're like, alright, I'm on board. But no.
You're getting using alliteration.
At
Spell breaks.
at the moment, We have one rogue
I have two
person.
I have two rogue people. One of them went rogue.
Just have a rogue. Can you do better?
We have various skilled code breakers, brute force fighters if you need muscle, infiltration units if you need stealth, some magical firepower if you find yourself in need of a little boost.
And what exactly makes you think you're in any position to negotiate this position?
Mostly it's the idea of future gains. There's rare opportunities that I have a worthy opponent, and I'd like to see how I can turn those opportunities into investments. You had a nice trick. It was a very nice trick.
You fell for it very nicely. Thank you for that.
You're
Can you
welcome,
roll for
sir.
insult there? Like,
That was amazing.
Inflict wounds.
Vicious mockery.
Oh, man.
You're giving her psychological remembering of her older sister and their sibling rivalries.
So what exactly would this deal entail that you envision?
If you already have your own, you have your own ship. If not, we can provide one. You become essentially the master and commander of this. We have skilled craftsmen who can provide amusing or intriguing traps or showmanship opportunities to either dazzle guests or ensnare foes, or both if you consider your foes guests, like the aforementioned Mr. Mustache. He is a piece of work, and it is art. Reminds me a bit of you sometimes, I have to say.
I think I like this guy.
I think you would. I think he'd like you, and that
maybe, or he'd
scares
kill
me.
you.
I'm not entirely sure what it is that you do, but a wide mobile base, a safe spot for you to have your own location in, a very forwards mean of emotion, and we're currently in the midst of changing the code and rule because of the aforementioned person who broke from our association. Previously, it had been once a month we would elect a particular member, one of the 12 captains, to be the high captain of the entire fleet. They can unify the entire fleet to a certain cause if they felt the need. Mostly they just felt happy about it and they take higher cuts of the profit for that month. We're thinking of turning it to a longer time in that position.
Longer term.
Longer terms, yes. If you have your own crew you'd like to staff the ship, you are more than welcome to incorporate them. If you need or require additional crew members, we have various from various backgrounds. You can essentially have the pick of your litter from thugs to artisans, everything in between. Well, darling, you can consider that. What I'm interested in the moment is, why were you after me?
Oh. Well, you...
I'm waiting to hear the answer to this.
Well, you failed to meet your deadline.
Charm wears off. Oh, yes! You failed to meet your deadline.
You tell someone you'll be back in a while, you're a bit longer than usual, and they send hitmen after you. And esteemed gentlemen like yourself, when the hitmen fail.
The ultimate overdo ever.
Understood.
Yes, so you no doubt know the
Day after
consequences
Christopher,
of
the warlock shows up at the
failure.
door.
Well, our old agreement was that if I am to return later, I bring extra shipment. And when I did that the most recent time, they acted fishy, like the deal had been changed without my knowing it.
That brings us to my point of contention, where I'm more or less in the dark. And so I will enlighten you by shedding some more darkness upon it.
I'm intrigued.
So, from what I've managed to dig up, is that my particular cell has gone dark. The headquarters was pillaged and ransacked. Nobody was found alive. I'm still in contact with my handler, who's mentioned nothing of this. And down here in the Underdark, I've encountered multiple entities from my particular cell. All dead. All claiming to have been sent here after you.
Well, there was a thuggish hitman, but after him, I didn't encounter anyone.
Yes, I suspect the Drow kind of cleaned up.
Yes, they are a little prickly about that. She just sort of glares at one of the Drow guard. The guard just like returns to oiling crossbow.
I did manage to find someone alive from a different cell who more or less filled me in on all those details. However, at the moment I'm maintaining this charade that I know nothing and I'm simply fulfilling my contract. Which brings us to another point of contention, you.
I do love being at the center of contention.
Yes, because it would appear that,
Make another insight check.
same rule.
Okay.
So, another failure.
Yeah. Still friendly.
Still friendly. Because I'm not so sure Lady Coronado is going to part with you.
Is Lady Coronado the head of this fine establishment, dear?
Yes.
Does she have a personal stake in this game?
I'm She feels threatened.
Well, when another beautiful woman comes into contact with their allies in social circles, women do tend to feel threatened sometimes. And she just gives a large grin and kind of glares at you a little bit. It's the smile. Oh, yes.
I think it's more of a societal institution than petty jealousy.
I don't know. We are both talking about you.
What?
Lies.
Bertram, did you get this?
Bertram takes out notes.
Bertram, explain this to me later. You're wise in the ways of the world.
Well, when a woman and a woman both like a guy very much.
Sorry, both likes me better.
Two women and a god.
I'm a Greek
And
tragedy.
the god is also a woman.
No.
I am a Greek tragedy.
What would happen to Miranda when you bring her in alive?
Would I know? Well, actually, standard procedure, I know what would happen, but this is a new situation, so I'm not entirely sure what would happen.
And what is the standard procedure?
The standard procedure would be you would return her to either a specified drop site or a specified base. The base in particular question I wrote down somewhere.
Is it in Amandres is where my cell was located.
Yes, it's in it's in Amandris Accounting is the cover name of the building. It's an accounting firm.
Yes, but I'm thinking more end result. She had a crime.
That's
the
below
punishment.
my pay grade.
Ooh.
If you were to guess, life imprisonment, death.
Oh no, we're trying to get our money's worth out of her. So
you're
take
saying
from
at
that what you will.
At one point she would be released.
You know, if she works off her debts, yes.
And how long would that take?
It depends on the amount. And, you know, compounding interest and...
If you're concerned about yourself, darling, give me a good reason and bygones can be bygones.
You can wait for me to speak to you.
I love how both of us are just like, please don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you, and he's over here like,
How deep are your pockets? What else do you have for me? Presents?
We're just like, don't talk to me. I don't like you.
Well, I think... I'll see what I can do with Lady Coronado. I'll see what her plans are for you. My plans right now are going to be walking the razor's edge.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I've already been almost killed twice today, so seems par for the course.
Well, you know where to find me.
Yes, I trust you won't be going anywhere.
Not for a while.
Alright. I'm good. We can leave now.
How much time has passed?
Good.
I'm guessing, am I still
Are you
in my
alright?
trance, or-
We saw your trance, yeah.
Do you need a bucket?
There were no spiders. Except for the one in there.
So,
All around in there.
you guys return to your room.
So what do you guys think of her? She seemed nice. I mean, you can't really know somebody just based off of a contract. It's like a
Can't
Tinder
say some of these
profile
words
picture.
on stream.
Just one long censor.
Yeah, that basically sums up what I think of her.
Okay, this is a swear jar. We're going to use the swear jar to buy Ayo some sunglasses.
We're gonna go up to the surface again.
You want me to swear more? No. Okay.
He does. The sunglasses.
He can get his own sunglasses. I don't care. No, in character then. I think she isn't to be trusted.
Oh, I knew that already.
Well, obviously. But I don't know what to do with her.
So what I'm thinking is this. She's basically offering us a ship, which we can then use to pursue Vincent and whatever the heck's going on there.
A ship that you don't need billman for.
That.
Mostly.
A ship we don't need villain for. We have other people do it who are not drunk. Know what they're doing.
So we'd need a captain and a crew to...
Well, I mean, I would be the captain and I would just need the crew. Which apparently would be provided for.
From Miranda.
And we'll go pursue your Vincent, who
Yes.
is...
But of
Yes.
course, I also need to talk with Vincent, and well, actually, first I need to talk with Lady Coronado, and then I will talk with Vincent, because I need to still pretend like I'm doing my job, which I'm technically am.
So now you're a
Just
double
not-
agent.
I'm like a triple agent.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm in so deep, I don't know what I am anymore.
I mean, to be fair, I've always and always will be working for myself. Well, actually, I'm working for the money, but I'm working for myself.
That's working for yourself.
My middle name is Money, so I'm working for myself.
So if there were an accident, what would be the consequence of Miranda being dead?
Well, I'm thinking we make the deal, have it in writing now, and then we have the accident, if we need an accident.
Mm-hmm.
We could just leave her here.
I did
It's
have
not
an
like
idea
she's going
myself.
anywhere.
Yes, but I am thinking that undoubtedly, from her side, she'll want to get out in exchange for this deal.
I don't like making a deal with her.
Well,
What else
you're
could we
not
offer
making
her?
the deal.
What else?
But
could we
I'm
offer
making
her?
the deal and be like, oh no, they killed you. Shucky darn. Wish I could heal you, but...
I can talk to you. Don't really want
I
to.
could keep you company while you're dead.
I mean, we just need, at bare minimum, her head.
You could ask Evie for it.
Well, that's the thing, is we need to talk to her, find out what she wants from Captain Miranda, or if she has what she wants from
First,
Captain
we need to
Miranda.
figure out what she wants. Because if she's just going to straight up kill her, then that's going to put a huge wrinkle in our plans.
I mean, we make the deal first and be like, oh, about that.
If she's going to release her, I don't think she will, but if she is, we need to know.
Yes.
Alright.
So do we go and talk to her, or does she come and get us?
I talked to her secretary. Mm-hmm.
Schedule an appointment.
Yeah, that's how appointments work.
Mm.
That's
You
what
call,
happens.
and then there's like
Listen,
whole-
that's
Bring
what
us in.
happens when you talk to fancy people. No, when you talk to fancy people, you have to, have your secretary call their secretary. That's how it works.
I know paperwork. I know bureaucracy.
Then why were you asking me?
I
I mean-
am the bureaucracy.
I would
That's
think,
bureaucracy.
I would think your character would know that because my character gave you a quick.
It takes
Yeah, you can
6 months and a committee. Casting time, 6 months. Two
It's
components, one
20
committee.
d10 boring damage.
Yep.
That's a lot of boring.
Yeah, but spread out over 6 months.
Yeah.
And a committee.
And a lot of papers.
Immediately
So-
take
Like
5
paper
points.
cuts.
Basically, you would talk to a guard like, hey, I want to talk to so and so, and then. Yeah.
Yes. We need to talk with Lady Coronel.
Alright, come with me. You go with her. You are seated in the office where blood is currently being scraped off of the rug.
Nah.
Some of it was
Fine.
yours.
Some of it's yours. Probably some of it's his.
Some of it's Miranda's. I did say.
So, did you all have a nice talk?
I think so. I thought it went rather well.
Hmm. So, take this that you need.
Yes, I was wondering what your plans were for Captain Miranda.
Well, plans was to keep her here, don't let her leave, and so far that's the entire plan. More specifically, my plan is to not let her get in the hands of any of the other houses. Do you have a plan?
Well, my plan is to use her for all she's worth and then leave.
That probably won't be picked up on mic, but that was funny. Sorry, viewers. Inside joke.
Very
She
much
eyes you suspiciously. Do you have a plan in mind?
Well, she is offering a rather tempting deal involving a captaincy and ship. I don't know what she wants in exchange for this quite yet. I would imagine release is definitely a part of it. But I think I might be able to manage to convince her that I'm convincing you to not kill her.
Or what?
And that would be my part of the deal.
And then she'd hand over the her side of the deal while she still remains here.
Well, we have a contract, of
If you can make that work, well, I'm more work with that.
course. Alright.
Well, I'm also open to some alternative options if that doesn't pan out.
Like,
Keep her out of the Underdark
keep her out of the Underdark. Well,
until such time as I can uncover a few slight investigations. Keep Nicholas. We'll be in touch.
yes, I think she would agree with that.
Well, I don't really care what happens to her when she's out of our reach. I may have some use for a wife. Dead is also an option.
See, just like the contract said.
However, I foresee more potential for her use alive than dead. But, as you saw earlier, we have body doubles. I can make something work.
Ooh. I can have my cake and eat it too now. You just gave me a brilliant idea.
You're welcome.
So, what I'm thinking is we use one of your body doubles as our Miranda that we give to Vincent, while we have the real Miranda we use for actually getting there with the ship.
I think that'll work.
I mean, it's not like Vincent has ever seen Miranda face to face.
Do you know that?
Well, he's like middle management.
If you think
How
it'll
much
work.
middle management have you seen?
I don't know. I don't go there.
So far, we've only dealt with
bottom
and top.
Literally the bottom, and most definitely the top. This whole middle thing is just.
Or, give me a day and I can give you a body.
All right.
What if there was a third Miranda?
You're talking about the body double. And you're talking about the two places at once thing. I think that was just whoever was impersonating for here.
Yes, but I'm thinking.
And also, as we've seen, you can disguise yourself as anyone.
Yeah,
Anyone with a certain skill set.
of course. So I was thinking I could go in and get the ship. You can have the body double sent to Vincent, and Miranda can stay here.
Ooh.
Ooh. See,
Dickens.
I like that plan too. The only problem is trying to get Miranda to agree to that deal of she just stays here indefinitely.
Don't think she's going to.
And I
agree
don't
to that.
think she's going to agree to that, which is why I like the fact that Lady Coronado is so graciously offering to just exile her.
Does she need to agree to it?
That's kind of how contracts work. I mean, you can strong arm somebody into it. But I mean, it works much better if negotiations are two people in agreement,
Well, I do have some,
rather than me trying to convince her that my way is the right way.
do have some forges. We can, forge a signature. As long as we can get a sample of handwriting. Sign whatever document you want.
Can Miranda read?
Let me check her intelligence. Yeah.
She should be able to read.
That's true. I mean, I wouldn't put it past a typical pirate not to be able to, but she's kind of upper
I'm so
class
confused
pirate.
about the DM. The DM's just like, take Miranda, don't take Miranda, take Miranda, don't take Miranda.
Well, there are
What do I do?
The plan kind of changed.
there are several factions with different motives.
My motive is money.
Which one has the most money available?
Hmm.
Well, if you play all sides correctly, that would
That's
probably
what
be
I'm
the best
trying
option.
to do. And leaving Miranda here doesn't necessarily guarantee that.
No.
I mean, taking her doesn't either, but I can at least keep a better eye on the
You
money.
could just chain her to somebody.
Or I will tell you one thing.
Not air, he's not trustworthy.
One thing about body doubles is they're great when they're dead. Because no one really tends to be able to ask them questions.
That's all
There's
right.
a few folks with a specific skill set, but they're she just look at you this way. A little rare and far between.
Well,
You know.
So
contracts. It's in my
you have the
contract.
body, depending on who your view is, one will raise too many questions, but you have a living person. If you think you can impersonate her, go for it. But if you think people might ask too many questions, might be a problem.
We could work it back to 2 Mirandas. Only there's no body double this time. We send Miranda to you to your boss. And I can go with it.
See, the thing is, on one hand, I'm doing a lot of scheming on my end, and you guys are doing scheming on your end, and I need to count how your schemes work with these schemes, and I thought of some of those schemes, like last night I didn't write them down yet, so I'm like, change everything,
Well,
that could work.
The schemes boil down to revenge, edge, money, money.
Money.
Money! Team money.
Team lawful. Well, evil. Just evil.
Just evil.
Evil with money.
Yeah.
True.
They're a little too chaotic.
Ugh.
It's because they spend their money.
It's because they don't have it.
We can get money so easily, though.
Anyway.
Let's see.
Alright. I feel like the 2 Mirandas is probably the best way to do it.
Only having 2.
Only having 2 because...
3 would be too many.
Yes, that, and also it increases the chance of something going wrong.
Absolutely.
3 is a crowd.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I can always get you the body double. And if you need your own living Miranda, you know, you got me covered.
Yes, so what I'm thinking is... we make the deal with Miranda. We will get her out of the Underdark in exchange for this captaincy and ship. And basically immediately turn her over to Vincent. And basically use you for actually obtaining this.
So we don't have to kill her, and we can get rid of her.
Yes.
Okay.
And Lady Coronat is happy.
So, just so I'm clear on what the plan is.
So the plan is...
We use Miranda for as long as we can until
Okay.
we get to Vincent.
All right.
We turn her into Vincent, and he becomes Captain Miranda.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically.
Basically, that's the plan.
I have a belt on a different character.
What is it?
Swaps your
Oh.
gender.
Oh.
He's done that already.
Yeah, I changed
But it actually
into,
swaps your gender.
No, it does. You put it on. And
Not just
you're
visually.
you, but you're a girl.
Well,
Not that that would
nobody's
matter.
gonna check.
You don't know Miranda's private life.
We'll go and interrogate her right now! Anyway.
No.
Let's not.
Okay, so
Actually,
basically,
we can just tell Vincent after we've made the deal that, oh, we've captured Miranda, we will be on our way.
yeah, we could do that.
Alright, that's the plan.
This is a simple plan, actually. It's really not that complicated.
No, it's like an Idris plan.
Really.
Simple yet elegant.
Not as deadly as he would have liked, though.
Well, I don't think he won't. Oh, yeah.
Do either
We
of your
probably
characters
would've just
actually
killed
know
her.
Yggdrasil either? I know your character kind of does.
I
Kind of. Through Rowan.
know
Oh, no, wait, I
of
think
him. I don't think I've
Huh?
met him. No, because he left before I got to
Right,
the
right.
island.
So you're
I
both.
think I kind of know of him as...
Anyways.
I think I know him professionally. I don't think I know him
Yeah,
personally.
you handled a contract that he was involved
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I remember
Somebody
that.
accused him of cheating. You're like, it says right here he didn't. Pay up.
No. The paper said no.
It's just a
said
letter that says no.
No! Okay, I like this plan. This is a simple plan. This is good. It's much less confusing than it could have been.
There's the matter of me getting in. They saw us. Wait, do we know that there were other people there?
Other people where?
With that when we escaped with the necklace, did we know that there were other
I mean,
people
they're
We know something happened to him, and I don't
But-
think it was Captain Miranda.
Speaking of, as soon as I get out of my trance, I would like to try and speak to Miranda by myself.
Okay.
Not
gonna
allowed.
make it.
I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be like stealthing or sneaking, just
Alright.
Take me to Miranda. No. Meh.
in which case I would come back and find
Great.
him.
So what were you asking again? Sorry.
What was I asking?
Great.
How are you getting into...
Yeah, no. Were there witnesses that were
I
pirates?
mean, there were the townspeople.
No,
We didn't see anyone.
but bad guy. Yeah, did we know that there were other pirates or people that were aligned with Miranda there?
Not that you saw.
We
You
can
heard the
infer-
footprints, and that's when Miranda slammed the door on his head.
We can infer, based off of what happened to AO, that There
Could we?
was somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the person you guys started chasing. That was Miranda. There were some
Nobody's-
people on the streets that saw you guys teleport out, and guards were in the process of coming because you called them.
Okay.
And there were some dogs around.
Yeah. So word is
What's
going
the
to spread
dog?
that Miranda went missing out in the open. There are witnesses. I need to appear as if I escaped from here.
How are we gonna manage
We
that
want
if
a
we're also
captain.
giving Miranda to Vincent? What if? No.
Wait, why would we need to do this?
If I want to get in with the Red Ravens, that's the name, right?
Yeah.
The Red Ravens. They would know that Miranda has been captured.
Out of character planning, since I'm not there, you can still use Miranda
Yeah,
up until Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then when you give her to Vincent, that's when you would become
That's when we do the swap.
Miranda. So you'd be you until you met
Until
Vincent, and then you'd be Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
So we wouldn't
Miranda
have-
would
So you
get us
could
into
walk
the Red
out
Raven
with
Pirates.
Miranda, and
Yeah.
it'd be fine.
I will not,
Ah, okay.
but
Yeah.
You're already part
I mean,
of Red Raven
you have to-
Pirates.
Gotta find another way out, though.
I'm
And
like,
it's
oh, we're
I
going-
have a different contract.
We're going back
Specifies
to the Red
no
Raven
body
Pirates?
modification or mutilation right here.
Cool.
There's
I
a
already
chance-
have a tattoo. It's great.
There's
Don't
a
need to do
chance that
that.
there's some people planning to rescue her in between the transaction.
I mean, how could they rescue her if she thinks she's safe? And everybody else does too.
There was a contract after all.
Yes, we have.
We could just come to that as it
We
gets
will
closer.
cross that bridge when we come to
Yeah.
Well, but I am telling you, body devils.
I mean, I really like the idea, but at the same time, is that the best value you can get out of something?
I mean,
If
I'll
they're
go with
dead,
this
they can't do
this
anything
elf
else.
slave. She's got on my nerves. Just, do a little bit of work and then all yours.
Maybe not that. Also, if someone happens to talk to a body double after they're dead, we have a problem.
I mean, aside from me, have we really encountered anybody else who, does that?
No, but
His
the
entire-
DM is
his-
in charge of
His
making the
entire cell
NPCs
is,
for that.
as far as we know, dead.
Also, you do know from Speak with Dead, the body's not necessarily need to tell you the truth.
Yes,
This
I do
is
know
true.
that.
So, I'm not Miranda. Lies. I mean, that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or, yes, I am Miranda. I am Spartacus.
We still don't need a body double.
I am
though.
you whom ye seek. Anyway. So, yes. So, I'll talk to Vincent and give him the good news. Well, actually, it's not even in quotations. We actually do have Miranda and are going to deliver her alive.
So technically, you're telling the truth.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of technically. And then we will go and negotiate with Miranda and leave. For the second time today.
Can it be a new day yet?
He's talking to Miranda right now.
Well, try.
Well, I might still be in a trance at the moment, too. I
Anyway.
might end up going back with you guys at the same time once you finish
Yeah,
talking.
so
Chances are, by the time I'm out of my trance, you guys are heading that way anyways.
That's probably right,
That's-
yeah.
And that'd make it easier, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
just do that.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'll just quickly talk with Vincent.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Probably privately
you
in Infernal.
turn on your bat
Why?
cam.
Everybody knows what you're gonna say.
But it'd be weird if
Hey!
you didn't
Yeah,
talk.
Vince, as far
Buddy.
as Vincent's aware,
How's it going?
It's true.
in Infernal, we're gonna have to speak like this, years.
Right.
So, I have wonderful news. I have Miranda alive.
That's pretty good news.
Yes, so it's a little sticky right now, but I will be on my way shortly to deliver her.
Okay.
Usual spot, I assume?
We actually had a bit of a problem with that.
Oh.
We're moving to a secondary drop point. We got Mandris. They're doing some type of it's not a census, but they're taking inventory of businesses and organizations in the areas. We gotta look all squeaky clean. It's supposed to be a random drop-in happening anytime this week. Now, of course, we got some boys on the inside who can give us more intel into those dates.
Of course.
But
Of course.
we got some politicians on this whole clean sweep thing and no corruption, and we thought that we're working on it. We're working on it. But we figured that this might be a good month to maybe not put in a few of those bribes we usually do. You know, let them miss it a little bit and like, hey, that's what this guy wants. You don't want him in office, do you? You know, with a little salt in the wound. But anyway, long story short, the drop location is going to be changed. Okay.
All right.
And I am currently looking up that real quick. Yeah, if we can get a in the dwarven and gnomish city of Defaldi here. Dolfaldihr. Most of the city is underground.
Here.
Underground, beautiful.
Defaldihr, I guess.
Defaldihr.
Yeah.
Go there.
Most of the city is underground. You'll be able to meet with one of our contacts there. Got yeah. It's pretty simple.
And I assume our payment will be there?
Payment will be there.
Excellent. Alright. Then, I guess that's everything I need to tell you.
Alright, so, you said you got her alive, yeah?
Yes.
Good work, buddy. I knew you'd do it. And, try to keep her that way, will you? Alright.
I'll endeavor to try. Oh, yes. About the new talent. Was it we offered a contract upon completion of this contract?
For them? Yeah, it was the completion of this contract.
That's right.
Also paid on delivery.
Alright, that's what I thought. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And as mentioned before, if they were to befall any unfortunate accidents along the way and we didn't have to pay them, well, that's just too bad, you know?
I know.
Shame how things go, you know?
Yes.
If only that bridge weren't so rickety.
If only his shoes weren't full of cement.
Yeah, well, of course, if they seem to have particular smarts, we might want to look into long-term recruitment.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, in that case, maybe less on the accident side.
Yes, well. Accidents do happen, but I'll endeavor to be careful.
All right, yeah. Especially with, like I said before, Miranda if possible. Our clients do want her back alive and in one piece. 2 pieces if absolutely necessary, but, you know, if it's, as long as it's an arm or a leg, you know, not like, you know, intestines, she kind of needs those.
Yes. Anyway.
All right, nice talking to you, buddy.
Pleasure as always. Vincent.
Take care.
Love you too.
I love you.
All right. That is the end of that call. And I am missing a D10, I think.
How did that
What color?
Green.
Alright.
happen?
It might be.
To Miranda.
All right. By this time, you're out of trance. You can all
Walking again.
go together into
Oh,
the.
look. It's the trader.
Sorry about that.
I don't think he's sorry. Even sight.
Just gonna
I don't think he's sorry. I don't even think he's sorry.
I don't think he's sorry.
You head back down to talk to Miranda.
And I stabbed them all.
I told you.
Hello.
Sorry.
Is there come to any decisions yet?
Yes, I
Let's
think
throw the dry at it.
we are ready for negotiations.
I'm all ears.
So, in exchange for this captaincy and ship and crew, as you've already laid out, I will be requiring certain... These are all great and all, but I will be requiring certain provisions to ensure my own safety and, of course, assurance of return upon my investment.
You do sound like you know what you're doing.
I
Roll an
try.
insight check.
No!
Hey, it's better than last time. It's 12.
Cool. You are friend charmed. You are friend zoned.
I'm friend zoned.
You'll make friends zoned.
Yes, I try. Now, of course, I am more than willing to try and negotiate on your behalf your release from here.
Mm-hmm.
And if barring that, at least try and get it so that you're not killed.
That's appreciated.
Well, it's the least I could do for a friend.
She blushes slightly.
Now, what exactly would... joining isn't exactly the right word, because I would like to remain more or less with my current employers, but it would be more of a...
An independent contractor in a mutual alliance with my organization?
Yeah.
That's quite simple. Essentially what you could do is have a subordinate, or organize it how you see fit, but a common way that has been done in the past is a subordinate takes role of as the active captain of the ship, and they are officially probably more affiliated with us than with you, but that's
a figurehead nonetheless.
Figurehead nonetheless. If there were, for a particular reason, that they were to turn against you, that would be against, I assume, what we'd write into the contract, and then that contract would be terminated, and they would be considered a rogue agent from both your own organization and the Red Ravens, and they would not be operating under our jurisdiction is not the right word, but not under our
Purview.
Thank you. Perfect. Yes.
Sorry, I got you. I got you, girl.
There's a good deal of things we can write in for how your subordinate specifically rules in, and it gets you away from the red tape.
Sorry, Red Ravens.
Oh, I know.
Wasn't that funny?
We're having a business joke, dear.
It still wasn't funny.
You will understand if you have to do paperwork.
I don't.
I know.
It's what you do.
I know. Anyway. So yeah, so I guess basically drop the contracts.
Okay. Anything specific in there?
No one's like, I probably would try and slip in like some fine print stuff.
All right. Go ahead. For sake of like the time it's taking while doing this, roll another insight check.
Another insight check. Ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. 22.
Okay. You are still charmed, and one more.
One more. Oops, that's just gone. Oh, that was a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you are charmed for the duration, and she is going to see if she notices any fine print. That's net 20.
Ooh.
She notices your fine print, and being friendly, she doesn't like tell you to not do that.
I mean,
but
probably, since I'm considering her more of a friend, most likely it's not like stuff that hurts her, it's just stuff that benefits me.
Right.
Kind of fine print stuff. It's like, oh, in case this happens, then I get better.
Yeah. Basically,
I
she's
get to
able
take your
to
stuff.
change it from, there was a clause that was more directed towards her, and she's able to steer that more to, since you're less associated with the Red Ravens, on your behalf, you might have to do more specific, like, undercover discreet work, but you'd be contracted for those specifically. And in addition, you pay less per month to the overall Red Ravens. So basically, more work for you, less overhead.
Excellent. That's fine.
But it gets her specifically more out of the
Contract.
contract.
Roll for contract satisfaction. I am not satisfied.
Are you proficient in calligrapher's tools?
Yes.
Make a calligraphy check!
Am I going to be adding any specific stat?
Dexterity.
That was terrible. That was a 7. That was a 7.
Plus your proficiency in your stuff.
I rolled a 3.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's
To be
slightly below
fair,
average.
I'm relying entirely on Bertram to see.
Yeah.
I'm
it's-
using echolocation to draw up a contract. It is very difficult.
You know, I have dancing lights.
Could you?
Yes, I cast dancing lights.
See a deer. Oh,
Go
that's
ahead
what-
and roll that again.
That's
As,
what paper
as an apology here, you can see now.
The gift of sight. I wish Bertram could help me with this. Can he help me with this?
I don't think you're bad.
I'm gonna go with no with
He already failed you.
Oh,
Ooh,
that,
that
was
was
a
much
total
better.
20.
you write a very nice contract. You've written better, perhaps, in the past, but you know.
Well,
You're writing on a clipboard at the moment. It's pretty good.
considering the... That was just...
The lights are all
I'm just
flickering
writing on
around.
Ao's back.
Used to it.
You accidentally like bring pen off and boop. Oh, that's for stabbing you in the back. For stabbing you in the back.
Take 1 point of damage.
Emotional
Oh,
damage.
and
Take 1
he's
point
gone.
of ink damage.
All right.
Alright.
All right. Well, do you already possess a ship, or do you need one provided?
You will be requiring a ship.
Okay. Well, our choices at the moment are rather limited. We have a small but fast vessel. Last time I know.
That's
It's
horrible.
gone. We have a big but slow vessel. That's gone
No,
too.
it's
You got
gone.
a big but slow one or a small but fast one?
We have a slightly larger one. It is slower. It's also more on the. It used to be a merchant scow of some type. Not very pretty. No one pays attention to it though. That part's handy. The smaller one definitely is more for traveling in style.
Ah, then of course we want that one.
All right.
That
Obviously.
plays to my ideals.
Obviously.
Crewed by
Obviously.
about 6 or so individuals. As long as there's about 4 or 5 people at a time to man the vessel, it can run. So as long as you have them running in shifts, you can clear an entire day.
Excellent.
If you wish to run a skeleton crew or more, that is entirely up to you.
Skeleton crew.
We did have someone who had an entire crew of zombies. I
No.
can't imagine that would have worked well, but he made it work. Until he stabbed us all in the back and left us. Well, to be fair, he didn't do much stabbing. He just left.
Ah, don't they always leave?
Zealots. What are you gonna do?
Well. There are ladies present.
Oh, don't be shy on me.
Anyway. I believe that's everything.
Why is it usually Micah I'm flirting with?
Well, Kelton's not here. That's probably it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Well, if you're done with the contract and you don't mind me asking, back on the surface, who's up there with you? Helping you?
Ah, yes.
Information I don't care about.
This doesn't make me more money.
Rather
Doesn't make me more money,
useful
doesn't help me
minion.
right now. Doesn't make me help me make more money later.
I need to do a thing.
Or back then. Who was up there with me? It was Zimbabwe for spider. Swahili for spider.
Yes.
Swahili for spider.
Don't give me any ideas.
Okay, this is a terrible name generator.
Was it Congolese for spider.
It's like letter by letter generating. Okay, great. Like, no, this is horrible.
L-L-L-L-G.
Oog! The great and terrible.
Oog! Oog!
I'm
Oh my
feeling
gosh.
great.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna use the
Is there
one
an
letter
actual
again, but now I'm
creature
just
for
gonna
this,
do
or are you just
multiple
trying to give it a
syllables.
name?
I'm just trying to give him a name.
So we're just gonna have your name be whatever it is when you accidentally fall asleep on your keyboard. Huh?
Okay, last thing.
Alright,
Give my
cool.
character name.
Steve.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know how I'm gonna say Q.
That's from
but
Dragon Ball. I'm not using that.
That's what we're gonna do. I've already used Q before. I have to use something else.
Minion by the name of Troy. Troy Beery.
Troy sounds like a pansy.
Oh, he is. He is.
Clearly, he can always fight himself.
No, he prefers to lurk in the shadows. Mind. Oh, was that? Oh! Classic Troy.
Is he your shapeshifter friend?
It's not so much shape-shifting, it's more illusions. He doesn't like getting into the fights, he's too squishy. He likes collecting his little baubles and... Anyway.
Oh, was he the one impersonating you?
Probably at some point.
I can
like,
cite
wow.
the exact day.
Do you know the circumstance?
I technically do know the circumstance too because I have it from two different people,
Okay.
different places.
So you tell him about like
Yeah.
when you... Oh. Yes. You know, some days I don't feel so well. I don't want to talk to the crew. I don't want to be all cheery and nice to them because at the end of the day, a lot of them are just brutes. So I send him out in my place and have him talk to the crew. And sometimes if I'm gone for an extended period of time, I have him take care of them. But the problem that arises is if he's out there for too long, he might... Someone might ask him a question that I know the answer to that he doesn't. And he has to make something up, and then I have to suddenly deal with the fallout, and we decided that we should not do that anymore.
Can I make an insight check to see how willing she is to go along with all this?
Sure. Did you pass me that, please?
Whoa!
It's 12.
Okay then.
Okay. To go along with...
The
Contract?
That's
Yeah,
why
the
there's
contract.
always supposed to be a chair.
Oh, how long she is to
Here.
stick to it?
Well, then
Yeah.
I would have had to.
She seems legitimately interested in sticking to the
So don't
contract.
complain.
Mostly she seems interested in... She seemed a little hurt that someone recently left the crew
She's very shallow.
overall, and that there's a vacancy. And it seems
That just fits
It
along
seems
this
that
whole
it's
half the
more-
table.
she's irritated that something's out of place, and she likes things in
He's a
place.
perfectionist.
That's why
that-
she's so grumpy all the time.
That specifically, there was this one pirate that left, is less of the issue. It's more of that there were 12 captains, and now there's 11.
That's an odd number.
But 11 is
Technically-
such a good number.
Well, is the one who
was
left,
10.
I'm assuming he's one
I
that
could
was
be
involved
captain.
with the Ladies Night Out.
Yeah.
So technically, if you think about it, there's kind of only 10, because
She's here.
Juggler is kind of rogue-ish.
Yeah, he's kind
He
of.
only half counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
10
so-
and a half
since he
captain.
hasn't
I
he
helped
hasn't
so far
sabotage
done
one of
anything
them.
yet, they're still counting.
Okay.
Yeah.
They still count as an active ship though.
So yeah, currently it's
Okay, so
11,
it's
including Juggler.
Include you.
And she's calling him Mustache because she forgets he's Juggler.
Yes.
Because
That's fine. He's got a one.
it's a wonderful mustache, and she is a bit, she has priorities. Apparently, facial hair is one of them.
You have facial hair.
My character arc does.
Okay.
Was Miranda wearing right now?
Nothing at all.
I was afraid to ask.
She
That
is
was
currently
That's
wearing...
my first reaction. I was like,
Like
no.
Sheen rags or like the devil at the
Oh,
Um,
she had her cloak in the.
She had a
Chains.
cloak. The cloak is currently undone. She's still wearing it.
She's still in regular clothes.
Yeah. She has like some studded arm guards, and they're studded in like a pattern. She's wearing a white blouse,
I'm glad I missed whatever.
and then
over
like
here.
a studded leather like corset type of thing. Leather pants, boots,
Okay, and the weapon. Does that remember the weapons that she has?
rapiers and daggers.
Just rapier and daggers.
Let me double check.
I'm too tired for this.
Technically, also a longbow.
Man.
Anyway, mind out of gutter, back in head.
Alright, back up here. Now what?
I don't know. He was asking questions.
We can leave though, right?
Yes.
Do we take
I
her
guess.
now, or do we take her?
Do we? Let's.
What?
Oh my gosh, we have to walk.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
how are we
we
gonna
getting
get back
out?
up to the top again?
There's a third way out, right? Because
Yeah, there's
the
3 ways out.
dwarves, there's the boat, which is probably not going to work.
Not an option.
We're not doing that
anymore.
again.
Unless you guys, well, hey, you have Miranda now. She can
But
navigate
she
it.
doesn't have a boat.
Down here.
That's true.
That part is a problem, but
Because
you have a navigator.
There
we
was that
we find
other
the
really
captain,
long
we kill
way
him.
through like the monsters
go-
and the tunnels.
I'd
and
be
stuff.
down to go that
Oh
way.
boy.
I don't wanna go that
Protect
way.
her.
Couldn't we just leave the way we came in the first time?
I don't.
I'm not sure how well.
Oh wait, there's this stupid maze thing, huh?
Yeah, there's the maze of doors plus the
Maze of
dwarves.
doors.
What was that thing?
Does anybody speak?
We
Dwarvish
got into
anyway?
a giant hallway and there were just a bunch of little caverns going on everywhere.
I know the way.
Do you know the way?
Anyway.
I was your guide.
It wasn't so
but
much doors,
we
so
have
much
to
as like
take him
winding, confusing.
And Miranda through the dwarves.
The dwarves.
I do not
I don't think they're going to receive us that well.
we will get a pass.
Especially if we're taking Miranda alive to the surface with
to
us.
face justice.
Or the first passage.
What?
The one that we came into the Underdark from.
That's what we're
Yeah,
talking
that's
Yeah,
what we're
we're gonna have to go through all the
We
dwarves.
still have to go back through the dwarves again. They might
There
capture us
is-
and detain us.
There is a
We
third
don't
way
know.
out.
What's the third
Which
one?
is a lot of walking. I am highly opposed to that.
The third route takes you. First, you have to go
Why can't
past
Lady...
Zafariti,
Yes.
and then
why
there's
can't she
another
just teleport
way
us
up.
out?
Zachary was the
Other city,
She doesn't know the
the next nearest city.
thing on the other side.
Nah.
She has no place to aim to throw us.
Okay.
She didn't like call us back to.
I guess calling back is really different.
Yeah, because she knows where she is. She just. Is
It's like, no, it's like, you just
Just-
put
It's
us
like
back
sending
where you-
stones, except
Not
people.
at all. Okay.
I would prefer not to take another boat again.
I agree, except.
And
Or
I-
if we do, I would like to be in the hold.
And I don't think
Yeah,
we'll
no,
get
I-
back through the dwarves,
No.
which leaves the third
So that
route.
leaves monsters.
Don't like monsters. They don't.
Would
let
I know
you
what kind
buy
of
them off.
monsters would be in that area?
um,
Like, I know I might not have a specific knowledge, but like a
Creepers?
general knowledge.
general idea.
Skeletons.
Sam.
Beetle
A sea
spiders.
holder?
Um,
There could be anything
There
down here,
is-
honestly. Ben could just
always a
Demon
threat
princess.
of like
probably not a kraken, but that's
mind
probably-
flayer style creatures or
Kraken.
aboleths or whatever.
No.
But those are more like the boogeyman type bump in the night villains.
Got it. So
So
they're probably there's a high chance of us not finding.
high chance of you not finding them, but then you walk into the wrong thing and like it's like Mother always told me I was gonna get eaten by mind flayer.
Yeah.
So
There's
yeah.
a high chance we run into mind flayers.
There's also like you could
Girls exist.
talk
Eat
to
your socks.
Lady Coronado about like a specific route if there's a destination you want to end up in, because she did have that map from
It's
earlier.
not frightened.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Right. I was like blanking. I'm like, who talks like that? Who is it? Anyway. Well, we could go through the monsters and gain a level up on the way out.
I don't know. I
Yes,
feel
I know.
like capturing Miranda was,
You know,
a
on the
major
other
plot
hand,
point.
I was gonna get into that.
I haven't leveled up since I've got here, so
But
I can't.
how are we getting out? We can discuss level ups later.
No, that's important.
Miranda's like, wait,
more-
what?
It's
What are you
materialistic.
talking about?
Because I have a plan. We take the boat, and if things go badly and we're about to die, we demand our level up then. We get our health back, and we survive the trip.
I don't want to do
Well,
that.
for one thing, I will survive regardless. So,
That's true.
Are you talking about this near Miranda at the moment?
I don't think we're actually
like
done.
leveling up stuff, no.
No, but like the exit strategy.
Oh, extra strategy? I mean, I guess there's no reason not to.
We're taking her with
Why
us
would he
anyway.
ask?
Well, if we were to
What?
Why would he
obtain
ask?
a small
So that
vessel,
she can
a rowboat would
give her opinion, which
suffice, although
totally
that would be
matters.
unpleasant.
A rowboat.
If we can get ourselves out through the waterway.
If you can promise a safer journey than our last captain.
Who was your last captain?
Some drunken dwarf.
Oh, Bill. Oh,
I blame you.
you met
It's not my
Filament.
fault. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm just from now on going to blame you.
Yes, I imagine he would give you a unpleasant time. He's an amusing individual to watch other people suffer through, but not to experience firsthand.
Then you promise a safer route.
Oh, did he do the whole steering sideways, crash into the wall thing?
Yes.
Everyone just
Over.
grimaces and she goes, oh.
Yeah, no, see,
I
what
think
we
I have enough
do
wood for, like,
is we
another hour.
take a rowboat. There's some uneven whitewater rafting for a while. It looks like we're going to crash into a wall. It's an illusion. Don't stand up or jump up at the moment, because that would hurt. Just stay down low in the boat. You come out on the other side. The fall on the other end is a little unpleasant, but
It can't be worse than last time.
it is probably better than last time. I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that. We come out
That's it.
right
That's
side
how
up.
we're getting out.
Yes.
I make a call to my ship. I tell them to bring another vessel,
When I get cell service again.
and at that point we can work on assembling your crew.
That would probably be better than the monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infinitely better than the one. All we have to do is sit there in a boat. Pretty much.
Those sound less fun, though.
I don't know. I think I've had enough fun for one day.
That's true.
I mean, I almost died twice.
Mm-hmm. He almost died.
You almost died. You
Yes.
two were fine. So I can understand why you want more fun.
This.
Let us
I'm a little
take
fun
that
route.
route.
That's
All right. Well,
Who wants to go secure
finish the
a boat?
negotiations with Lady Coronado, and then we can be on our way.
Yay.
So you guys talk to Lady Coronado and get.
We're going to go talk to Lady Coronado and take a few hours to pretend like I'm actually negotiating.
Are you sleeping first?
Okay.
So are we actually not going to Lady Coronado then?
No, we are, and then afterwards we're going to dawdle for like 2 hours, and then we're going to go get Captain Miranda. It's like,
Do you guys want to
those
take like,
negotiations, whew.
Do you guys want to take like a long rest while you?
I'd like to take a long rest
Yeah,
so we
I
can
want-
pretend like it's a new day again.
Sure.
That would be nice.
Let Miranda
Also-
sleep on it.
If
Ooh.
My
the
stuff is
light
still
is
back.
blinding to my eyes and causes me disadvantage, if I take
It's only sunlight, not torchlight or
Sunlight.
anything like that. Yeah.
if I'm gonna
Direct
guess,
sunlight.
I'm gonna guess this won't work.
So
but I'm
a mirror
hold on.
shining sunlight in your eyes doesn't do anything for you.
So I'm gonna, hold
Oh
on,
man.
I'm gonna guess this won't work, but if my character took a decently thick piece of cloth and like blindfold but still could see through, would that remove my disadvantage?
It would remove the disadvantage from the sunlight, but you get disadvantage from having blurry vision.
Oh, so in the end I'd still have disadvantage.
In the end, you would still have disadvantage. But I like how you're thinking.
Keep getting
No
Um,
Agatha for you.
Alternatively, I could
Raugatha.
just get to level 14 and I don't need to see them if they're in 10
I don't
feet.
think Ben's gonna give us 7 levels for capturing Miranda.
Exclusively you get 7
Yes!
That is
Um,
so not
It's
fair.
no longer the 4th of July. It's now the 5th of
5th
July.
of July.
Full moon if you're outside.
Ooh. But there's no moon here, so
Alright, you guys
Full glowy rock.
yeah.
have...
What?
Full mushroom.
It would give me
Yes.
blurry
The
vision, but
shrooms
if
are
they're within
blue.
5 feet of me,
Yes.
would I
Read
still
on
have
the spores.
disadvantage on attack?
I'm gonna still go
Yeah,
with
you're
the
a zombie.
yes.
Okay, just... Okay.
The last
Yeah.
of us now.
So we don't have
Worth
to
a
think about
shot
it.
anyways. Worth
It,
a
it
shot.
is. The whole sunglasses idea is a good idea. Alright, so it's now the 5th of July. You guys are all up and about.
My new mail order bride has arrived.
Every time we come down here, you just leave with another bride.
I just come down and bring back a different woman. Just every time.
You know, as you do.
Well, I mean, Trav's not around to pick up chicks, so...
Someone has to.
Unfortunately.
Travis or Trevor?
Travis.
Okay.
Trevor did a pretty good job, though.
Yes, he did. Anyway, Travis
Too
is
bad
the
he's
person
dead.
we know. Trevor's a character she played.
It was amazing. I made
Yes.
everyone blush.
It was episode 2 of
The
Cards
goblins.
Against Goblinoids.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Alex was very amused by that.
First episode, amazing.
Rouse-
Second episode,
Yeah.
terrible. Third
Of course
episode,
you did.
amazing
Yes.
again.
Yes!
Anyway,
Anyways.
Sorry, moving on.
so
Did it.
Lady Coronado
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to-
does talk to you. It's like, okay, you know, I do have some bit of investigation for you to do while you're up above.
Field work.
You have some suspicions about your
Delegate that to my associates.
you have some suspicions about your employer. Is that right?
That is correct. My hand, but to be specific.
Would like you to be able to find out if you have any links. Check my notes.
Just to recap, what is it that Miranda's eating out the deal?
Freedom.
Freedom.
After how long?
It's basically like, we're getting you out of the Underdark. Oh, we kind of need your help for a very long time. We need a babysitter. And then, like, oh no, Vincent.
So it's she goes out in the world, but she's still under their servitude, whatever.
Now, if you could find
Out into the world. Not likely.
you could find
There's
any link
places where people go for things.
between
But she, like,
your
free to go
organization.
out and-
Once she's finished her contract. Sorry, a colleague had a question.
Now, if you can find out if there's any link between your organization and House McAdee.
House
Ooh, what? Say it again?
Maccabee?
House McAdee.
Who are they from?
The Maccabees!
That sounds
Hindi
familiar.
for spider.
Ah, yes. Should've guessed.
Also, you know, the people from Hanukkah.
How do you spell it?
MAKADE.
Oh, Maccadee. House Maccadee. This is a drow house?
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of the 8 drow houses. One for each leg.
Drow house. In the middle of a street. Drow house. Spiders want to eat.
Because, well, Miranda, it was a slave trader contracted to various drow houses.
I think I had Maccadee already, didn't I? For some strange reason? No? Okay. That sounds
They've seemed to be making a power move. Some kind. What I'd like to know is if they contracted any of your house or your group to deal with it.
Right.
If so, that could explain part of why the reason a lot of your people came down here.
Something attacked me.
Why?
So, find a link, correlation, motive, if possible,
A correlation is all you can prove in psychology.
and once you have some intel, give me a call.
Will do.
Alright. So, you guys go to the dock this
She's
time.
my favorite person that we've worked for so far.
Um,
She's very pleasant.
Question mark? We're at the dock.
Miranda has
She's the only
her
one
hood
who's
all the way up.
honest.
We're finding a rowboat.
Looking around.
Row out in the Underdark. Please don't eat my brains.
Oh, look, an apple.
Another quick question.
Yeah.
Is there something, like, is there anything distinct about her rapier?
Her rapier, somewhat ornate.
It says hers on it.
It's definitely an upper end rapier.
Okay, so definitely different from mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because yours says his.
It's not me, it's you.
Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, her rapier is kind of fancy.
Fancy.
That's literally what I wrote. Fancy rapier. It's fancy.
Point towards Sue.
I could take her.
She's
And
Sneak attack.
Sue's been gone for a while. Sue could come back and just be like, oh,
And
yeah.
I lost a level, guys.
I decided to multi-class into commoner and
Prerequisites 10 in every stat.
Sue's trash.
Yeah.
Anyway.
anywho.
That
So,
was sad. Anyway,
Alright, now if we can just perhaps borrow something larger than a rowboat. That will do nicely. And there's a skiff kind of out there. It could hold probably 10 people crammed in there.
Oh, so we'll be fine.
So with the 5 of you,
it's just 5 of us.
There's
That'd be
only
fine.
5 of us plus a bat and a rat.
that does mean we'll all have to pull our own weight though.
That's okay, I don't weigh that much.
I'm strong.
I mean, I weigh more than I do in real life, but...
Does anyone have proficiency in water vehicles?
Hilarious.
No.
Because here's the funny thing about Miranda. She's not the pirate background.
Nope.
She's a criminal background.
Oh, same.
So, usually I have people do this for me, but I
So
guess
you
one
never
figures out.
learned to do the one thing you do in your profession.
Look, the one thing that I really have to worry about in my profession is find a guy, flatter him, have him do all that work for me.
Just
Look what she did.
if you
She
let
already
her do
did
good.
that.
Joke's on her. That's what I do.
That's why we get along.
Can I ask a
Secretly,
meta
you've
question?
both been charming
What,
each
sure.
other.
What is?
See, I just...
What's the
I don't have to give
Like,
what
what
the
would be
condition. It just happens.
modifier
No save,
stuff
no
for
rolls, you
water
just
vehicles?
are.
Frankly, I don't know, but it's a
There you go.
proficiency you can pick
Oh,
up.
you do.
Basically, I was going to give some type of buff to
Oh,
any
you
check
do.
involving the water vehicle. But
You know, but
I was
like
trying to figure out
class
which of us would be the best at
or
it.
something.
I'm going to go with Miranda
I
just
say,
due
how
to
are you?
experience.
Okay.
Miranda
Well,
or
that.
'cause she was on a boat. For
She was on a boat
Even
for
then.
yeah, definitely Miranda. She spent
Oh.
time on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sailing's not my thing.
We could play a game of dragon chess.
I began tying her hands to the wheel.
There is no
There
wheel.
is no wheel. Okay. So it's just oars?
It's just oars and it's everyone, and it's kind of a
No.
cause.
There's no like
Oh.
steering thing.
There is a
Ah,
steering
we-
paddle.
Where's the
Okay.
boat steering?
Where's the steering?
But it's not really something you can get tied to.
We gotta tie her to something.
Tired of
I
you?
think we'll be fine.
To me.
Yeah,
She's.
sure.
I'm sure.
Why don't? Well, I'm already bound.
I'm sure.
We're already bound together by a contract. Why not a rope?
I'm small.
I am sure she is just as eager to leave.
Yeah, but
You're
he's
smart.
not
I'm
strong. Why would you
Well-
tie her to him? He can't do anything.
Because
She's
if he
dragging
falls overboard, he's dead weight. And if we both fall overboard,
I object. I won't
around. If he
die.
falls overboard, he's
then
dead
we're in
weight.
definite trouble. So I have a
Well, I
bonded
wouldn't.
interest to keep both of us alive. Besides,
Once
you know,
again,
the
she
con-
wants to get out of here as much as you all, I'm sure.
I don't think we need to worry about tying her up at all.
I agree. I think we tied her up with words.
Yeah. Besides,
Words.
you could
it's
say I'm
bonds
tongue-tied.
fun. We can just kill her.
Bonds of friendship, bonds of rope. What's the difference?
I like how you think.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
All right. Everybody.
Must I be the lawful one in this engagement?
I am lawful. I'm just
It is lawful.
charmed constantly.
Lawfully lecherous.
Okay, real quick. Who here has a negative strength stat?
He does. You do?
Yeah.
And you?
What's your strength stat?
0? I might as well have a negative.
I am the sole muscles of the party.
Everybody
only-
make an athletics check to row the boat.
Not acrobat.
You guys
Nope,
suck.
it's up. Oh dear. Oh, I rolled a total 0.
What did you say? Athletics?
Athletics.
What do you mean total 0?
2 minus 2.
Oh.
Eh.
Bertram.
17
That's good.
1.
So hey, it's a new day. Did you roll your new numbers?
Yes, I did. So it can be an 18 plus 7. So I have 25.
Oh, I got 16.
Cool.
Could we do
11.
Oh. Depending on
communism strength?
depending on
Can-
which side of the
you
boat
guys
we're
are-
on,
It's
we're
just-
just gonna be
The
going
problem
in
is with the
circles.
boat, if one person on one side is
Oh,
rowing
yeah.
really well and the other person isn't, it's gonna tip.
So you guys
Yeah.
are pushing. Right looks over. Oh, silly me. Unties more it. Let's move on. Rolls again.
Everyone roll again?
That's better.
I liked my first
I don't need to
roll.
roll again.
Natural 20!
Yes.
Did I succeed?
I'm just gonna use them both.
Is it with your new roll?
Roll again.
I didn't.
We were tied to the dock.
Well, if it's
I liked my first roll.
it's a 15.
21.
21.
Much better collectively.
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Cool. She rolled a 18 minus 2, 16. So you guys are start heading down, and you do hear someone. Hey, wait a minute. That's my boat.
Oh yeah, we forgot to ask about that.
All right. A bit
about it.
faster. A bit faster.
I would like to
Go,
cast
go.
Darkness.
It's already dark.
It's already dark.
I could
On like
just
the dock.
On our
Do I
boats.
have any rope in my
Once a day.
one of my packs?
You should have 50 feet of rope.
Then I want to tie just enough rope to trail from our boat so there's this constant little bubble of darkness connected to the end of the rope so anyone behind us can't see us but we are not blinded.
I'm intrigued. Micah, read me how dark this works.
I got it pulled up right here.
Yeah, but that's
Magical
the internet.
darkness. What?
I said, but that's the internet. Anybody
That's
could
true.
write anything.
That's true.
This is a book.
Alright.
Or anyone can
But
write
it says I can choose an object I am holding, and then I don't have to be holding it anymore. And
If the point you choose is an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it.
not
not being
worn or
carried. All right then. All right.
So there's this little
There's
bubble
a darkness bubble behind.
behind us. So we can still see, but anyone behind us can't.
All right.
That's ominous.
It's a chain.
There's just the darkness ever behind you. All right, everybody,
Kind
roll.
of feels like
It
my
only
life.
lasts 10 minutes though, so
That's me every day.
And it was once a day.
that's fine though. I'm
Wait, what are we doing?
Another check. Athletics.
boy.
Oh, sweet, even better.
Natural 1!
15.
18.
13.
17.
You see, I'm busy concentrating on this darkness. I'm not.
Yeah, they.
What the heck? Ew!
Keep up, darling. You're doing fine. Okay, you start steering more, and this goes on for quite a while.
So much slower than last
Yes, because you don't have a crew working for you. You have to do the work yourself.
Oh my gosh, you have to do piratey things.
This is horrible.
First world problems.
Continuing to push forward. Alright, we're going to have to steer a bit more to the right here, everyone. Nice again.
11!
Ooh. 24.
5.
3.
You start
We're moving so slow.
heading towards the... Okay, a bit more to the right, dears.
There are people for this.
16!
And I'm not one of them.
Natural 1.
5.
14.
I feel like the three of us
14.
just need to row. Half of this crew
I'm
is
trying
rowing
real
well.
Hey,
Well, I have
I'm
a
stronger
+7.
than Miranda. I'm just rolling
That's better.
terribly.
I have a +7. No one else is being helpful here.
I just rolled a
Miranda
6.
just matched you.
I rolled a nat 20.
14
2
has been
rounds
my
ago.
lowest, really, so far.
Okay.
I think that's where my lowest.
Almost everything else.
Okay, darlings, a bit harder, perhaps.
That is a 2.
I'm an idiot.
What?
She has advantage on this
Oh.
Why should I have advantage on an athletics check?
because she's
I
a
don't know why she like
swashbuckler. Elegant maneuver. Bonus action to gain advantage on athletics or acrobatics check in the same turn.
3.
13.
18.
2.
Well, that's a
Put them on the same side.
that's
Okay.
a 17 again. So what was yours?
You all sit in the front.
3.
13.
18.
There's always consistently
Okay.
2 people rolling under 5.
She starts pushing it. Starts going over. Okay, all right, and one good push, and we should be golden.
Everyone rolls nat 1s.
That's a nat 20.
Why did you say that?
8. 17.
9.
12.
Total 1. Not a natural 2.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wow.
So what's worse, a total 0 or a nat 1?
Did we try that one again?
Yes.
Um,
No. Natural 1 because a total 0 could be like you had a 2 but you got 1.
With the stronger side pushing, and Miranda working the till, she's able to push it more towards a slipstream. You guys start getting more current.
Oh,
not
this is
slipstream.
good.
Yeah. All right. and we just have to wait here for a while. Don't worry, we'll have a lovely wall ahead of us in a moment. Please keep your arms, legs, and heads inside the vehicle at all times. Unless you'd like to jump up, that's your prerogative. I wouldn't recommend it.
It's your prerequisite for the headless horseman class.
How can Miranda see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, I technically can.
Some time goes by. Quite a while. Time goes by.
So,
Some steering back and forth. Occasionally, you guys have to work to keep on the right
we
path.
perhaps learn more about each other to become a more cohesive unit.
No.
He's just dark and broody.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Somebody understands.
I mean, at the very least, manners. We don't necessarily need to know everything about each other or want to answer everything about it ourselves, but polite
Play two
conversation.
truths and a lie in character.
Roll
that I
deception for the lie and
Yeah.
persuasion for the truth.
I think we did that already, didn't we? Might have been Lazy Night Out.
It wasn't.
I think we talked about it, but I don't
I
think
think
we ever
we've
did.
talked about it. I don't
Okay.
think we've ever done it. We
That
could do
sounds-
it though.
That sounds
No.
terrible.
So I have to think up 2 truths and a lie for my character.
And that involves, actually knowing your character.
I am a drow. I am a drow. I am not a drow.
That's probably what AO would do though. Just, oh, this? Okay.
So, do you have a question for me, or shall I start for you?
Oh, well, I was just thinking we could all just, say something about ourselves, not necessarily
Your
interrogate.
name,
All
one
right.
fun thing about yourself, and what you want.
And your major.
Yeah, that's what I was
I major in pain!
Well, shall you start, shall I?
Well,
First things first. Make an insight check.
gosh darn it.
Please succeed this time.
I don't know, she rolls very high. 24.
You don't succeed.
What?
Expertise is a fantastic thing to have.
I'm not playing.
That's so rude.
I have it too! In that
Oh.
insight!
To be fair,
She's a very.
you were
high-
close.
She's also really high level,
That's
so
true.
that
To be
proficiency
fair-
bonus is great.
It's a wisdom skill. I have a +0 to wisdom.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I have a +6 to my insight and a +0 to wisdom.
You are charmed. You're
Yes.
you're buddy now.
We're buddy buddy.
So,
Wait, what were we saying?
oh, you're gonna ask a question.
I was asking. Oh no, I was just going to say that we were going to just say something about ourselves and not interrogate each other. Don't want to make certain shifty individuals feel exposed.
Well, I'm not opposed to questions. We don't necessarily have to answer them to each other.
This is fair.
Well, if I'd start, was there a specific reason you were chasing me?
It was in the contract.
I'm hurt. Okay.
Sorry, you were just business.
Many things start that way, dear. Question?
Can I please get this ride over?
Oh, I have a question for you. Why were you after the book?
I thought I answered that one already.
You didn't answer it
No.
to me. You answered it to.
Oh, that's right. I talked to
the little
somebody.
rogue
Oh yeah, I
guy.
talked
And
to
only-
Anton about
And
it.
even then, you didn't really answer.
Yeah.
The
Well.
book.
Surface stuff you can understand.
Nice.
Yes, you see.
Above your pay grade.
I'm not paid.
Therefore, above your pay grade.
Highly.
You really should get on that. Employment opportunities.
Thanks, but no.
Okay. Well, I suppose if we're being honest.
Alright, we're not streaming.
No, we're recording.
You see, this book contains a great amount of power, and I myself am in search of something quite a bit more powerful than myself to aid me in my quest.
To gain more power.
To aid me in my quest, to gain more power, to aid me in my quest, to gain more power.
I see.
Essentially, she's Thanos. She's like, I want.
We already killed him!
No. Basically, I would like this because of a certain family incident that has scarred me,
Ah.
both physically and mentally. No.
And
Metaphorically!
Was it your family, or was it someone did something to your family?
Someone did something to my family.
Well,
And ever since then, I've been in search of destroying people like them.
I suppose that's better than it being inside the family. Families can be messy.
I
Oh,
don't
yes.
know.
Oh, that's sad.
Is it though?
Families are really... No, I can't say that. That's not in character.
Do you have a question?
It's your turn. 5 people. What do you want to... What does Lady Nyla want to know about somebody else here?
Nothing. She doesn't care. I don't care about any of you, just so you know.
Now I'm curious, like, Silas, who do you really work for?
Actually, she...
Silas,
Miranda is about to ask
who is
that.
your patron?
So... I'm assuming at this point you have traded names in the contract signing and stuff.
Oh, yes, you know them, Silas.
Yeah.
Hart.
So, Silas, dear. You work for an organization?
Correct.
And what is it that they do?
Profit.
That's
Big.
vague, but I like it. Is there any way that, besides our personal dealings that we've just made, a way that both organizations could benefit each other?
There undoubtedly is, but of course that would require investigating as to the current standing of my cell and myself within the organization. As currently, the rest of the organization would technically classify me as MIA.
Interesting. So, if that were to all be worked out, then perhaps you would have more standing in the guild? Or would that potentially be a lateral promotion?
That would all depend entirely upon how my employers see how I have handled the situation. Whether they deem that worthy of advancement and promotion.
And that's the contract that involves me.
No, your contract, I suspect, is part of the whole going dark thing. I suspect it's more of a red herring to keep the rest of the cell from realizing that, oh, we're not working for the people we thought we were.
I see.
That's my suspicions at the
So,
moment, anyway.
is there a place we could investigate, get you answers?
Yes.
If you exposed an entire rogue operation, I don't know how this works in your organization, but I know that within my crew, that's worth promotion. I don't know how it works in yours.
Well. We like to keep it that way. But yes, we are interested in heading towards Dolfalir.
The Faldir. I've had a few contacts in there. Now, will that provide any insight and answers into your cells having gone dark?
That's what
Because that sounds like a mystery, and I do love a good mystery.
That's what I'm hoping to find out. You are welcome to aid us in this if you wish.
Well, I do love a good mystery.
there we go. And now we've got her to come, so we can turn her in.
Great.
This means she's gonna love you. You're an enigma wrapped inside of a mystery.
Yes.
wrapped inside of a fluffy blanket, just been set on fire, and then dampened with ice, wrapped inside an enigma.
Locked
Question
deep
marks
inside
on
a
it.
mystery.
Anyway.
Buried underneath your dead parents.
Is there anything that you two wanted to ask?
No, I don't.
I just want to get through this. I'm
Where can we go
uncomfortable
that I
on this
can
vessel.
see?
And why are you uncomfortable on this vessel?
How does this make you feel?
Tell us.
She doesn't say that, but
That is a dirty 20 to stealth.
you sort of slink.
Oof, I'm gone.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, that's sad. Well, if we
You know, Bertram can still see you. You just... You can't leave the boat.
Actually, I did think of some questions. I would like to know, actually, where you're from and where you're from originally.
Oh, originally, like where my family was, like where I was born, or
Yes.
where I first started making.
Let me see your birth certificate.
Well,
I was born a child.
No. What? Well, actually, first I was born as a dragon, and then I grew up into an elf, and now you see I'm a human. I don't know how that happened, but
Puberty.
everybody goes through that,
I
right?
expect to die as a
Uh,
lizard
That's
folk.
what happens when your dad's a tiefling and your mom's a... Well, we don't talk about it.
87 years ago, I was born in Opulent Harbor.
I feel
It's
like I
part of the
should
Opulent
not
City.
care.
It's a beautiful and interesting place. Architecture, fashion, whatnot. It was wonderful. I had a blessed life there, you
I think
know.
I wrote down where I was from. I don't recall.
Lots of money, well-to-do people. And it was insufferably boring there. The most interesting thing I had there was, you know, family, of course. But, well, father wasn't necessarily around, which isn't uncommon for elves. Mother had very particular ways she wanted us to be raised, and my sister was
Person.
complicated. There's really one person who I think that I sort of keep coming back to throughout the years. I've outlived associates before, and one person that we always part ways, always end up coming across each other's paths again is my sister. And we generally leave each other to our own business. We don't go out of our way to help each other. It's really our own lives. But, you know, every once in a while, we check up. So, that's where I was from. And whether they remember me, I doubt it.
Fascinating. Did you write it down?
No. But I think I'm from basically the same city that literally almost every character's been from. I don't remember.
Is it
There's
Montauk?
Stonekeep, there's Mount Montaho.
It was either Mount Montaho or Stonekeep. I don't remember which, because I think I asked once, it's like, where am I from? And I think you said that, and then I immediately didn't write it down and forgot.
I mean, you could be from Amandris,
I mean, I could.
which is a place that is here somewhere on the map.
Amandris is a terrible place, but it would
Ah,
I know
there
where
it
fit
she's
with
from.
the idea that I had.
I'm pretty sure you're from folklore, so...
I bet you can't guess where I'm from.
The Underdark.
How did you know?
No, the Overdark.
The Overbright.
Yes, the Overbright.
See, it's not that like the sun hurts his eyes; it's that it reminds him of home, and he's just crying so much that's hard
My
to see.
eyes are so watery.
See, there's the Underdark, the regular world, and then there's the Overbright. And that's where he's from.
So, basically,
You suck.
my sister and I,
She sucks.
my mother raised two very independent women, and turns out we were too independent for her. So if mother's still alive somewhere, I'm sure she's fine.
How old did you say she was?
She was 87.
So her mom is more than that.
She's an elf?
She's an elf.
She's 87?
Yeah,
She's young.
she is a young elf.
That's why she's so grumpy all the time.
She's a
She
teenager.
really is!
She wasn't happy with her spoiled life at home, and mommy
She's
wasn't giving
literally
her
the
everything she
angsty
wanted.
15-year-old that left home to go havoc on the world. Aw, she's so cute.
Absentee dad and everything.
Yeah, I get it now.
It's not that he was absentee. It's more that,
Not present is the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
he also
Not
lives,
involved.
very supportive,
He also lives in
involved
opulent
parents and a very close family, which means I don't
Anyway.
trust
elves live a
anyone
long
else.
time. They don't always stick together.
We'll roll a d3 to determine where I'm from.
Oh, a key.
You have a D3?
That's a d6 divided by
A
2.
little disappointed.
Where are you from?
I am from Amandris.
Spell it.
I only have what I wrote down, which is
Amandris.
Oh, see? Didn't even spell it correctly.
Right
Amandris.
here on the map.
Oh, cool. You have a map on your side.
The map's on his side, so I can't see.
I was gonna say, it's not on this side. I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
have islands on this side.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright,
Anyway.
I'm good. I'm ready to hit the surface world.
Yep.
So you
Alright.
have to spill my guts. I'm from here.
all right.
You didn't ask for anything else.
That's all I wanted to know. Because
All
that's
right.
all I care about.
That's all you put down in your
Um,
verbal contract.
Keep a tight grip. Keep a tight grip. Keep a tight grip. Or do whatever.
Do we need to make a check for
Can
this?
somebody tie me to something?
I got you, darling. She starts.
I don't like how easy that was.
Ooh.
Actually, she's going to make a check on that. Oh, that's pretty good.
She's proficient in kinky tying.
So
Ooh.
she kind of threads her arms like underneath your armpits and just kind of hooks. All right. Now this is going to be a little bumpy, and sure enough, heads towards the wall, and then through the illusion. No rough crash this time, as it's a much
Wow.
smaller ship.
Oh my gosh. Somebody who knows what they're doing.
Amazing.
Wow.
And-
Where have you been?
Don't flatter her.
In a few moments, we're going to have a bit of a drop, and it's coming. Whoa! And suddenly there's a drop.
Yeah.
This is not fun, this is not fun, this is not fun, this is not fun.
Make a strength save. Make it with advantage because
Are we all making
everyone, because you're tied in, and she is connected to you.
15.
That was pretty good. Yeah. No,
I'm waiting.
Take the win.
2.
What was yours?
12.
17.
All right. You're holding onto the boat. What was yours again?
15.
Okay. The
Yes.
two of you are holding on. You will into the water, some distance below. You don't take any damage from the fall, although you do feel like your spines may be a little compressed. And water is over into the boat a bit.
That was more fun.
You and Miranda kind of all floated out of the boat a bit and smacked down.
Ha. Fall damage.
And that's 12 points
What?
of bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncannily dodged gravity.
Take that, gravity!
Gravity.
Screw you, Newton.
Basically got Well, pops her back a bit. Here we are. Would you like to be untied, dear?
Yes, please.
Okay. Undoes the knot.
It's like a mom at Disneyland.
Now I'll
That's right. We just keep going down into the Underdark
Make a
because
call?
it's so much fun to go back out.
and,
Lines are terrible, but
Each time we come out to, it's a smaller boat.
we now have the fast pass.
and
Yes.
we'll get picked up. She pulls out a small rock out of her pouch.
Sending stuff.
What's that? What's that?
Sending stone.
Why does she have a sending stone?
Because
I
my
have a
stuff
whole
was
necklace
returned
of them. It's
to me
fine.
when we left.
You just think,
I have a flying.
Crimson Queen.
operator.
This is Miranda.
The Crimson Queen.
Bring the small ship as well.
So
Normal location.
excited.
Now
Normal location.
Well, this is the exit to the Underdark.
I guess this happens often.
Yes, there's a slightly different route to get in the same area, which you can take a full-size ship through.
Wow.
It's just you can't really get out in the same part. Just the current doesn't work.
See that? I understand.
Yes. We could go aground for a little bit and then launch back off into the sea when the ship comes, or we could just wait here for a while. Up to you.
Why don't we just wait here?
Why? Why don't we wait here?
I said, yeah, why don't we just wait here?
I mean, yeah, there's no reason to, walk about and put ourselves in unnecessary danger.
We could get killed or something.
Yes, and that would be bad for business.
All right. So you wait there for several hours.
Oh my gosh, we need to do something while this happens.
You guys could heal, I guess.
Yeah, how's that work for short rest? I forget.
If it's several, is it at least 8?
Enjoy the entertainment. of
It's not
watching
quite 8
Silas
hours.
And Miranda talk to each other.
Short rest. Short rest.
I didn't need that.
Well, go and just action search for no reason, and then take
Stands on the edge of the boat. Ah!
You just see like a kata in the air, and then second wind for no reason.
Ah!
All right, take a short rest now. Oh, and here they are. All right, so a few hours go by, and
I'm glad we're not going to have
you see a large ship painted a blood red. Actually, you don't see anything yet. First,
What time of day is it when we came out anyway?
when you came out, it's like noon.
Several hours, it's like sunset.
Ah.
It appears that some falling, like, first it seems like mist on the horizon,
Ooh.
then it seems to be falling ash, almost, like there's a forest fire. And then this gets a little bit thicker and a little bit thicker and a little gloomier. Until such a point where you're no longer...
I can see! I like this ship.
I can see.
And you see a bit later a large crimson red ship. Its figurehead is of or normally it's a nice like mermaid figurehead or like a skeleton. This appears to be
A living human being.
what's her name?
A
The
human
princess
being?
with the Kraken myth.
Oh. Also,
Look,
not Kraken.
Not Kraken.
Cetus. Perseus.
What mythology is this?
Greek. Clash of the Titans.
Andromeda.
There we go.
Yeah. So, like Andromeda, chained to the front of the boat, it's a more than life-size figure. It's about twice the size of a normal person, but with real iron chains going from the wrists connecting to the boat. And in either hand, there's a large
No.
brazier lit with fire. And
Wow.
there is ash falling from all around the ship.
That's just cool.
And trailing behind it is a small
This little rickety boat with half a sail.
bleached bone, whitish
I
gray,
just left it too bad.
with like yellow teeth colored of sails pulled behind it.
It's a tug.
Well, there she is, the Crimson Queen.
We're home.
Now, if you would like to take a slight tour of the ship, I'd be happy to oblige, or we can just immediately go to yours.
I honestly don't
I
have a
see my
preference.
ship. It's right there.
I would prefer to go on tours.
Oh well, tour some other day.
I'd like to tour.
I can give you a private tour if you wish.
Yes.
Um,
Sign me up.
Some orders are barked back and forth, the ship, and basically they throw a tow line down and drag your ship over to the bone white ship. You're able to crawl up onto the ship. Well, here it is. There's not much to the ship. There is the upper deck. There is a captain's quarters, and there's
Yes.
below the deck. You may have to duck below deck. No.
Is this the Crimson or
This is the small ship.
then
Small ship.
Aiden was gonna go. Well, I guess he can see, so he's not too bothered. But
He's like, wow.
Meow.
So
yeah,
different.
never mind.
Wow.
It's small, not a lot of cargo, not a lot of crew, but very fast. Whatever name the ship once had has since been wiped away. If you like to name your own vessel.
Mm-hmm.
The contract. Broken the contract.
Pirates Pact. You can think about that on your own time, of course.
Yeah.
There's really not much to say about the ship. Day's pay. Two masts. Pretty simple. If you have any specific crew members you want to have, we'll work those details out amongst ourselves. Does anyone want a crew of the Crimson Queen? Crew of the Crimson Queen?
So that was my character. Will tag along.
I didn't want to be here.
So
Come
you guys,
on, Charlie, we're going to go see Mount Rushmore. I don't want to!
you guys, it's not a gangplank as much as it's like a gang ladder to get all the way up onto the ship. Ah, it's so good to be home.
Carry me, Lady Dino.
It's too far. This is
Grab your
Miranda's
wrist.
ship.
Yes.
I'm
Lady.
taking in every detail.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Crimson Queen.
So I can find out how to address people.
Now, if you look to your left, near... Hang on. I need to look up a thing.
What are you doing?
I'm a tourist. My old Kodak.
If you look to the stern, which is the back end of the ship, you see that the deck is
Flash comes out of
is
his mouth.
multi-tiered, much like a fancy cake. I like to think about it. It just gets better and better. Icing on the top, wonderful in the middle. Of course, there's some surprises. Please don't open any of the doors.
If it's not open,
Supervised. Yeah,
don't
just-
open it.
There's some nasty surprises. I don't want you to, run into those. You're guests.
I like to open every single door.
You open the door. There's just a jab through your throat. This one's occupied.
Hold on. I need to look and see how much something lasts because I'm going to do something maybe.
Oh boy.
What is it?
I might use an Eldritch Invocation, which I thought was this is the wrong one. Wrong book!
Wrong liver! Wrong liver!
Why do we even have that?
Because it's fun. It only lasts for a minute. I might do it though. How fast of a tour can we get?
Pretty quick. More than a minute though, but pretty quick.
Well, how long will it take you to just go through all the things that we're not supposed to open? Like pass by.
That would take quite a while. It's a large ship.
Which one do you want to use?
I'm gonna do it anyway because it's funny. So when we get to some place that seems particularly interesting, I'm gonna use my Ghostly Gaze Eldritch Invocation. I can see through solid objects.
Okay.
And it also gives me dark vision in the same range of 30 feet.
Cool. As walking into to the upper level,
I see dead people.
as you activate this, you do notice there are some like doors that have like a lock mechanism, and there's nothing behind the door. It's just like a spike trap. Like you open up the door and you just get impaled. And she's like, "Don't open that door." And if you look over here, you'll see some of the officers' quarters. This is also sometimes what I'd use to entertain other captains if they're here.
Being very weird, just like looking at walls. Going,
Ah.
Takes you up and around and about. Mostly it's a very expensive ship. Probably belonged to it was like the jewel of some merchant fleet that they plundered.
He's my new favorite person to work for. My new favorite
Did you
person
just
that we're
say
going to
that?
betray.
Lady, never mind.
We work for
And this,
her,
of
we're going to
course,
betray
is
her. So,
my quarters.
Your new favorite person to betray.
yes.
Now, I may be a pirate, but I do enjoy some comforts in my home away from home.
Yes, we know.
Now, of course, I have my mirror, I have my wardrobe, I have, and she doesn't go through the wardrobe.
I am
Any
thoroughly
diamonds?
interested in this.
So let's see, I have my business casual, business dressy, balls, extravaganzas. They can be fun, but only when blood and wine are spilled in equal measure. And when it's not your blood. or your wine.
Mostly not the wine, though.
Well, to each their own.
You spilled wine.
To mix with the blood.
Why would you spill the blood? That's valuable stuff. Do you know what you can do with blood?
If you have less blood, you can get drunk faster.
I like how you think.
I like this guy.
Here, let me bleed out real quick so I
Think
can
of all
get
the
drunk.
spells you could cast with that blood.
Now,
I really wouldn't know.
Think of the
Wait.
demons and devils you can...
does it give you? So it's just dark vision, right?
It gives me dark vision, and I can see...
Through walls. Can you see through
solid-
illusions with that?
I can see through solid objects.
Okay.
And also, Bertram can see through illusions because they don't exist. His echolocation just go...
Oh,
I would assume if it was
her
an
clothing
illusion-
echolocates a little different than how it looks. She has poofier sleeves, and in the echolocation, they seem to be not so poofy sleeves.
Okay.
Also, you notice while she's standing here in her captain's quarters, there's no breeze. But her cloak that she's wearing is billowing in a non-present wind, just looking awesome.
Teenagers.
Not fair.
Oh, you didn't have to turn on the charm just for us.
Oh, it just... Whenever I'm showing off, I just have to, you know?
It's natural. I'm
Prefer girls
sure
than
it does.
I mean, for me, it does.
And then I have, you know, in case I know I have to get into a fight with somebody, I have this armor. And if I have to get into a fight with somebody, if I'm trying to impress them,
It's your own.
if I have some armor and I'm about to get into a fight, I know I have to impress the guy. This is what I wear. And if I know it's like a girl and I just want to make her feel miserable all her life choices, this is the armor. Might have some in your size.
Ooh. I want to betray her. I want your stuff.
And then of course I have
Everything the light touches.
One
this-
day will be mine.
In the next couple of years, Ben, all these pirates of yours are going to be taken over by some of our characters.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. She goes through her various wardrobe choices, and she's like, well, and
New
then
Deal.
eventually I just found
That's
that.
the name of the ship, the New Deal.
The New Deal.
All right. The nude eel, got it.
Yes.
I control this like your character says the New Deal, and one of the pirates goes the Nude Eel.
Nude eel painted on the side. No, the nude eel. Oh.
Just like some crocodile old man, like,
What was that? The New Deal?
No thanks, I'm not into druids.
Kids these days, you know.
He's shaping into
furries and
nude
scalies
things.
And all kinds of weird.
Those newfangled lamp things. Clappers.
Basically, she goes over like her
Water
wardrobe.
bands.
Is like, but you know, unless it's a really special occasion, it's just I find it better just to have a neutral outfit to always wear. You know, just it's good work.
Obviously.
You know. Shows you around just like the first level below the deck. After that, she doesn't really show you much further below that. How far can you see?
30 feet.
30 feet. This is a large ship, and you're like, okay, looking down, and you haven't hit water yet.
You get closer to the ground.
Like, I'm like leaning down.
is this spruce?
Cedar, actually.
Well, this seems like a Lebanon cedar right here.
But you do see further down, in like what appears to be the bottom layer of the ship, there's cages, and there are people in those cages. Some of them.
Hey, look, there's people down there. I mean,
What?
Do you keep people down there?
Oh no, they're just passing through, you know, to the Underdark mostly.
Oh, about that, you're not allowed to go back there.
Yes, that was part of the fine print. Yes, I saw.
So what do you plan on doing with them now that you can't go back to the Underdark?
Have somebody else do it, obviously.
That's not a bad idea.
Thanks for giving me that idea.
But I'm going with the contacts down there, so that's not really gonna work for the time being.
Have you thought about diversifying your clientele?
Yes, I've actually been looking into that.
Does that mean exactly?
spreading it out.
Not putting all my eggs in one basket. I had a more diverse option of clients, but some of that fell through somewhat recently. Political reforms, you know. I'm sure it's a matter of time. Give another decade or two, and I'll be back there in no time. But some of these people I can probably deliver to.
Listen to what I can see right through her. It's very disturbing.
I can definitely go through Rakanto, perhaps. Definitely.
I can't close my eyes. It moves.
That is unfortunate.
I mean, it only lasts a minute, but still.
Essentially,
Blink, but
some
you
of
don't
the-
get the pleasure of actually blinking.
What I could do is there's officially a bounty out for Red Hook Pirates, of course. And I can do it in under a minute.
I'm just picturing like translucent eyelids.
Ew.
So I'm thinking of taking the non-human, non-elves, the sort of common scapegoats that Rakanto likes to point fingers at. Rent them as pirates and heroically deliver them. People that I caught, get a bounty for it. That's not the ideal solution, but if we find out more about your group, if they're hiring or need guinea pigs of any type, we got people who want to leave.
Smuggling, even if it's smuggling people, is always profitable. So I'm sure that the proper... What's the word I'm trying to think of? The proper staff would be quite important.
I'm sure they would also be very grateful if you wish to incorporate any of them into your crew.
Thank you.
We do have one or two lesser noble spawn down there, but also some people I'm sure be hard workers.
Wait, lesser noble spawn?
Yes.
So ransom.
Ransom type of things. Since apparently there's a variety of bounties on my head. If you'd like to take those off my hands and deal with those, feel free to do it. You don't have a lot of cargo space, but...
Micah was not paying attention. Silas totally was. What did you say?
If you wish to take a ransom person with you, you totally could, but not a lot of space. But you could.
I don't think we need to get our feet wet in quite such a deep end quite yet.
That's fine. Now, when it comes to the hiring of your crew, we'll talk about that in a moment. Your vision at this point is normal. She wraps up the tour.
I just spent a moment, eyes closed.
And back on your ship. Your ships are still at the moment moored together, or connected together, and we'll deal with the hiring of crew, leveling up, and all that stuff. But we're gonna wrap this up here. Sam's gone at the moment, but I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Micah Morrow. I'm Sam.
I'm Micah Grabowski.
Alberto the Chico.
Bye bye.
It's been surreal. Catchphrase.
Say goodbye, Sam.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
You're supposed to say goodbye, Sam.